have tears in my eyes. Blanche, did you connect your family?
Yes, I just did it.
Y'all, in honor of Juneteenth, Blanche pulled all the stops. And why I can't read Blanche, I'm talking about Michael. Well, Michelle, yeah. Michael. I mean,
right. I know that's what it is. Yeah, me.
Blanche, your shirt.
So my shirt is, all the queens on it. So we have Michelle, Kamala, Keisha, Stacy, and Tamika. So Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Keisha Last Bottom, Stacey Abrams, and Tamika Lowry.
You straight up Atlanta king and queen certified with the BET hat.
Yeah.
The only thing, one of those things is not like the other, which is right above your head.
Well, they can see the full one. They can see it on Instagram.
One of these things are not like the other, Blanche.
Choices, y'all. Should I show it to them?
Yes.
In honor of Juneteenth. You got the Bible. Now listen, this is such a Black portrait. You got a gun, some money, and a Bible. Like, how is this all going together?
This is what Black people do. First of all, Black people don't even believe in choices, because everything is chosen for them because, they can't overcome racism. They don't have no choice but to steal. They don't have any choice but to kill. Right. They don't have any choice but to live in the ghetto. They have no choices.
Right. None.
To be Black, y'all know, put it in the chat.
To be Black is to be controlled. Y'all know that.
Y'all already know. What is up, everybody? Hey, Naomi. What's up? Jesus loves you. Thank you, guys. What's up? What's up with you guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you have not already, hit the like button, the subscribe button. You guys, we're going to have a good time today, especially in honor of Juneteenth, all the kings and the queens on Blanche's shirt.
Got all the queens on my shirt.
I feel so bad for Black people. I really do. It's really it's a sad thing.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta make this legit, man. Because we playing. We gotta make it legit, man. We gotta put the icing on the cake, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We gotta put the icing on the cake, man.
Y'all, I don't know what he gonna come up with.
We gotta put the icing on the cake.
What kind of fiber?
We gotta put the icing on the cake, y'all.
Oh, you Blackified. You got the IEP because that goes along with the Blacks. BET, which is non-existent now. All the kings and queens.
All the queens.
The Bible. The only thing that's out of place on there is the Bible.
It's the Bible.
It's the
Bible. But it's not out of place because once you set the guns and money on top of it, listen, it's like a coaster for a glass. They put it. I set my gun and money on here.
Black folks, y'all already know. Black folks got problems, y'all. And if you have not already unblacked yourself, subscribe to our channel, you guys. You're missing out. Hit the notification button so you know when we go live. We appreciate you guys supporting us. Y'all, we getting ready to have a good time. It's Juneteenth tomorrow. I will never celebrate Juneteenth, Blanche.
Never. Back home, we used to celebrate it though.
Did you?
Heck yeah, you know California's woke.
Oh my God.
And all it was a barbecue.
Now they got a national holiday. They
All it
done
was
beat it down
barbecue.
so much.
Somebody gave a little speech and everybody was eating and drinking and dancing. It is that's all it was a barbecue in the park, Juneteenth.
We ain't never celebrate that mess. Juneteenth came out of nowhere for me. I'm from Brooklyn, y'all, and you know they call me a tether, Blanche. But Juneteenth was never a thing. I don't know where in the world y'all came up with the gumption to celebrate people who still wanted to be slaves. Let's tell the truth. Blanche, that's what happened. That is what happened. They went and told them, hey, we free. And people was like, just ignore it. Just that man is crazy. Ignore it.
Well, the problem was they was black. So they had no credibility. So they was like, see, back then, it wasn't all this programming. Black folks knew. Don't listen to nobody black. And so when black folks came and talking about, we free, y'all, we free, they said, no, it's a trick. Y'all trying to get us whipped. Y'all trying to get us whipped. No, we got it good here.
Blanche, I know black people, and they choosing slavery now, and I am convinced that they said they didn't know, and they said they didn't believe it. I think they knew. They didn't want to. Y'all made up something called sharecropping that y'all blaming the white man on. That means y'all had to agree to be slaves for longer than you're supposed to.
Well, what's funny is they claim that, now this is what black folks believe. Black folks believe that millions of slaves were freed and they had no job. They believe the slaves were just running out here, just free in the world, no job, just. I said, y'all so silly. I said, what they sold y'all about slavery is 99% of it is fake. It ain't real. It ain't true. Indentured servitude. Y'all could have bought slaves, bought their freedom. Y'all don't want to buy your freedom. Listen, why we acting brand new? Now, you know, there was a slave that said, I'm saving up so I can buy my freedom. And the other slave was like, man, shoot, I'm going to give me some liquor.
But I heard it was for free, Blanche. I heard they work for free. So how did some people buy their slavery and how did others not buy their slavery?
Because they're lying. That's why.
Thank you.
Even in the Roots movie, and one thing about the Roots movie that was true was the fact that it was Chicken George, and he sees that slave walk into the front door, and he's like, "How you get to walk into the front door?" He's like, "I was free." He was like, "Free? How are you free?" He said, "I bought my freedom, George, and guess what? You can buy yours too." You know what George said? George said, "Shoot, I like these nice clothes too much. I like getting my woman perfume." I'm telling you, the same thing black folks do today is what Chicken George said in that movie. The same thing. And the dude said, "You can buy your freedom, save up." Chicken George said, "I can't save up. I got to spend this money, nice clothes, and my woman." So black folks, probably a lot of them could have been freed. They didn't want to.
That's what's happening now. That's why it's so believable. A lot of you guys can unblack yourself and be free and be an American and say, hey, you know, I'm not with all of this stuff. If you want to be trapped in the 1800s, then go ahead and do it. I'm not. And y'all still are choosing every single day to be slaves. I hate that for y'all. I hate that for y'all.
Hold on. Who is Jonathan Matthews?
Hold on. I don't know. He said, just like yourselves, it's sad that y'all can't see how y'all are controlled. Put on a white face. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? Wow. We got to ask you that question, Jonathan Matthews, because if that's the scripture you want to quote, you don't want to start with, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I'm no longer a slave, yet you call me son. Like we can say all of these scriptures, you know, walk in the freedom which Christ has given to you. I mean, you're saying what profits a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul. You're quoting scripture, and all throughout scripture it talks about that Christ has made you free, and y'all still want to be slaves.
And what's funny about him is he says, put on a white face. And then he said, we're being controlled. What I find interesting about this whole control thing is y'all are literally, I have 3 videos. We're going to show 3 videos. We have a video of you all marching to Selma, Alabama for your voting rights. We have a video of you all marching to the game, the soccer game in Atlanta, South Africa versus the Czech Republic. Then we got a video of y'all marching in South Africa to go kill the Nigerians and the Ghanaians and all the other illegal immigrants. So we got 3 videos of you all marching. All three videos for some nonsense. Y'all marching to the soccer game. I don't know why. Y'all marching to Selma, Alabama for voting rights. I don't know why, because y'all can vote. And then y'all are marching to go kill the illegal immigrants in your country. So I'm just trying to figure out who is putting on whiteface and who is selling out and who is trying to gain the world to profit anything. Because what I see black people doing is literally doing that scripture. It literally, y'all don't care about scripture, the Bible, 10 commandments, what Jesus said, walking like Christ. Y'all don't care about none of that. None of that. Yeah. Y'all care about being woke, being liberal, being communist, being pro-black. Y'all care about everything else but God's word. So I'm trying to figure out, what does it profit a man?
Black people hate God. I was talking to one of the elders at my church, and I said, we got to be honest about the fact that black people hate God. They do. I mean, like God, the opposite of everything that God says is acceptable in black culture today. If you are a Christian, there is no way you can subscribe to blackness because it is anti-God.
It is.
So miss us with those scriptures, but God bless you, sweetie. Super chat. Thank you, Cruz Miss Al, for the $1.99 super chat. We really appreciate it. No comment. Vintage Goods Willie super chat. Thank you for Juneteenth. I would pick a bale of cotton. You gonna figure out it ain't that hard. And like we talked about, Blanche, how often did you have to, like, this wasn't year round, y'all.
You only pick the cotton when it's in season. So the cotton. So my question for y'all: what were y'all doing the other 10 months out of the year? What were y'all doing?
Nothing. White folks had to take care of y'all like babies.
You think slavery was profitable? You got to take care of y'all, feed y'all, and the sad part about it is, out of everything that y'all have hijacked from white people, y'all even took the soul food. Soul food comes from Europe. Y'all even took the soul food from the white people. Boy, y'all cold.
And made it diabetes.
God.
It's diabolical. Increase the portion sizes. Put sugar and salt.
Put sugar. Oh. That stuff soul food was a delicacy in Europe. And y'all took it and turned it into poison.
And they tell white people they didn't invent anything. Ain't it crazy? Thank you, you guys. Thank you for sitting. They shouting us out. Thank you so much. E. Devin, thank you so much for the shout out. Someone says, he said, I'm working on Juneteenth. I'm free. Yeah, I wish I could work. I wish I could turn it into a floating holiday and celebrate January 6th. Those my peoples.
We're going to take off January 6th and work on Juneteenth.
Yes. Oh my God. What's up? Thank you so much, guys, for the shout out. Yeah, we getting ready. Yeah. Oh God. So y'all think Zohran Mamdani is wrong with New York City. Oh God, no. We gonna talk about how New York is just wilding. Black folks everywhere are wilding. Can we just? I am trying to think about a place, Blanche, that has a multitude of Black people or an abundance of Black people that is not in shambles or is not.
That's not
Fine.
dysfunctional.
You can't find it.
So, in all fairness, the guy that toured Africa to see which African countries were functioning properly, he only found one.
Oh,
It was yeah, he found one. It was a smaller country. It was clean. It was but the government is tyrannical though. So if you drop some trash, you're going to jail. Like you go so the government is very strict. So if you drop some trash, you're going to jail. So it's like so that's why that country is functioning properly because it's like the rule of law is extreme. But in other words, they can't be governed civilly. It has to be an extreme thing to govern in. And so there are no countries, there are no places on planet Earth, and I imagine other planets because y'all see y'all aliens too. So I imagine in other galaxies and solar systems, there is nowhere where there is an abundance of Black people in one place and it's functioning properly. There's nowhere that exists. Nowhere.
and that's sad because according to them, the white man was the one that was swinging in the trees and living in the caves.
I had a guy that had a theory, and his theory was that white people were here first. And the adaptation for the earth was Black people were the adaptation from white.
Okay.
Yeah, his theory is that white was first and Black was second. And but he was trying to prove a point that he still made it about white being bad, but he said that white was first and Black was second. So basically, because white people couldn't really adapt to the sun. They love saying this. I'm like, white folks adapt to any kind of climate and condition.
They really do.
White folks live everywhere and thrive. I can't drop y'all off in Antarctica and y'all survive.
Oh,
I can't
no.
take y'all to Alaska and y'all. I can't take y'all to extreme places and y'all will survive and thrive. I can drop a white person off anywhere in the world and they will thrive. So stop comparing yourself to them. It's no comparison. You ain't. Anyway, basically the white people couldn't adapt to the sun. So the adaptation was to evolve into Black, or I think he's maybe even said Yakub made the Black people. I don't know. It was, but anyway, white was first. That's the point. White was first.
I mean, first or second. I mean, like Black
Either
people say
way,
that they were first. Like it's like in what? Like you should be embarrassed to say that you're first because you're still last. You're still behind. You're still like and what? Like your kids still can't read in any language. Like y'all, like it's dysfunction. So saying that you're first, what? Saying that your skin doesn't burn in the sun, and what? Saying that what? Like I mean, like all the magical thinking of Black people. What? What has it? What have you gained?
what does it profit a man to gain his skin and lose his soul? Because what y'all have done is now the modern golden calf is your skin tone, your skin color. That's the actual golden calf. And what's sad is, at least with a golden calf, you used to have to go outside and worship it. Y'all can just look in the mirror. Y'all can just look at a picture. So like you all's worship of you all's false god worship is worse because of social media, because of technology. Y'all really worship Blackness, and it's actually gonna lead y'all to hell. I'm sorry, y'all are not going to heaven because there's no way you're going to heaven being Black. You got to be born again. You got to be a new creature in Christ Jesus. You got to all of these things have to happen before you can go to heaven. So y'all want to be Black? It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, you ain't going. You can't say that, Blanche. You ain't going.
Period. Someone said I didn't watch 1 minute of my former favorite team, and they won because it shows the sheep life under communism ain't so bad. Reminds me of
Pele.
then,
I guess Pele in South America.
okay, I didn't know that. When asked about the brutality of the dictatorship in power during his game time and rise to fame, he said, "It didn't really affect me. I lost all respect for him now, and we see it in NYC via the Knicks win, y'all. Because this generation, so Zohran Mamdani is evidence of this generation. Like they feel like nothing affects them. Like they feel like they're better. This younger generation, oh, they would do things so much differently. They don't understand order, they don't understand structure, they don't understand loyalty, they don't understand honor, they don't understand duty. And it's really sad because you don't want to live in a place where the men in charge don't understand those things that I just mentioned, Blanche.
Yeah, and Pastor Manning talks about that, but what he's actually talking about is it can also just not just apply to black men, but also liberal-minded men in general, because liberal-minded men have a very feminine way of looking at things, and so honor, integrity, principles, standards, they don't really matter to them. It's all about emotions, agendas, uh, you know, scheming, just all kind of. So Zohran Mamdani, he isn't the problem of New York. He is the child of New York. He is what New York has birthed. He is their chickens coming home to roost. So New York was a problem before he even. The fact that he got elected let you know New York had a problem.
Yeah.
And so he ain't the problem. The problem is these people suffering for decades under liberal policies and still wanting to be with the liberals. I just don't understand. Like, your city is horrible. Like, your city it's terrible. People can't ride the subways. You all that can't live. You can't get decent housing. You can't. It's like it's just bad. And then you elect a guy who's a literal communist, and now he said he's gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it worse.
and he's also the definition. He's the reason. He is the product of the selfishness, the entitlement. So New York's prices, anybody who understands how the world works, how economics work, understands that New York's prices are the way that they are because people want to be closer to the city. It's not because any big, bad, mean person. It's a simple case of supply and demand. But if you're dumb and stupid, you think that it's rich versus poor. So it just was announced that one of the largest banks are moving out of New York City, all those jobs and everything, because you cannot tax the rich to the point where they won't, like they can't function because they'll just leave. Zohran Mamdani is telling poor people or telling dumb people that he's going to make your life better just because you want it to be. It doesn't work. Life doesn't work like that. You can't get free buses. You can't get any of the things that he plans because somebody's got to pay. But y'all bought it hook, line, and sinker. He came from Uganda over with promises to make New York City great again. He with Uganda's principles, and now y'all gotta live with it. And I love that for y'all. Y'all should.
I'm happy. I'm happy that and first of all, why would you all trust an Indian from Uganda? Y'all so backwards. Like, why would you think that was going to be a good idea? Of course it's not. Anyway, thank you for saying that people get rich normally because they fulfill a need in society. It is supply and demand. So once there's a demand, if you're able to meet that demand, then you will inevitably be rich. And so what you all don't realize is that the supply and demand doesn't stop under communism. You just don't get any money. You don't get any money. The people control to get the money. The supply, all the principles are still in place. Supply and demand, interest rates, all that stuff is still going on. It's just that you don't get it. So just know that all communism is just a hustle for the poor to become more poor, basically slaves, and the folks at the top stay rich. So basically no middle class. Rich at the top, poor at the bottom. That's all it is. So you all fell for it, and I'm glad because you all seem to be making money matters a moral virtue issue, and it's not. It's just principle based. If you are able to create something that people need, you are going to make money. And so assuming that everybody that's rich is bad is what the Bible says is that Satan is the accuser of his brother. And you all accuse white people all day and every day of being this evil people because they're successful. Because they're successful. You don't have anything to really point to. You're just mad because they're successful. Meanwhile, you all claim to have all the gifts. You got the melanin, you got the carbon, you got the ether, you got the chakras, you got the hair that grows to the sun. You got the mitochondria DNA. Y'all have all these. You got telepathy. Y'all talking about y'all got telepathy. Y'all got all this stuff that y'all have, but somehow the white people don't have none of these gifts, and they dominating. Think about this. The only reason white folks are losing is because they're stupid and listening to y'all.
Yep.
If they didn't listen to y'all, they would have been in the same position. Their downfall was listening to you all. That's their downfall. Any other scenario, they win. They only lose listening to y'all, which should let you all know that most y'all are a bunch of losers.
Exactly. I mean, it's like the white people, unfortunately, y'all are letting the kids run the household, and black people are perpetual children. Like seriously, like what's happening now in Blanche, we're going to get into the clips, but I mean, like, y'all are only children act the way that black people act, and white people have said, oh, well, let's give these children power. They let y'all run for office. They let y'all run for presidency. They let y'all run their businesses through DEI. They let y'all get special.
They let y'all sue them and win. They let y'all they settle with y'all at a court and give y'all millions, and y'all be 100% in the wrong.
Yes, they let y'all, like with DEI, with colleges, they let you into the colleges for you to wreak havoc. They let you into their companies. They let everything for y'all. And like you said, it's been the downfall of this country. Let me tell you, black folks don't want to see a country where white people are not in charge. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that.
Imagine if America was like Baltimore. Because the black folks in charge, that's what it would be like. Imagine if Baltimore was America.
Yeah. And you guys, I live right outside of Baltimore, and it's really what red pilled me, you guys. Once I came to a city and saw all these black people in charge, running everything, and it'll just make you sick to your stomach. The corruption, the deals, you can't get anything done, the inefficiency, all because white people said, hey, here's a whole city of people, go run it.
We have a comment from Place for Boxing. He said that Zohran Mamdani did bail out New York, although at the expense of the taxpayer. Well, that's the first problem right there. He wasn't supposed to increase the taxes.
So he didn't bail out New York.
What? Then he says he's ready to roll out 3K after getting 2K done. Y'all just hating because he's from Africa. Huh?
Are you talking about free daycare? Like free taxpayers? Do y'all understand when somebody says taxpayer blitz, can you please understand? Like, can you please explain this so people understand when y'all keep saying taxpayer expense?
So in other words, when people make promises to you all about things being free, that means the taxpayer is going to be paying for it. There's no such thing as free. Stuff has to be, she said earlier, stuff has to be paid for. So guess what? If the subways and buses are going to run, somebody has to, who's going to fix them?
Who's going to drive them?
Who's going to drive them? Who's going to fix the tracks and the tires? Who's going to do it? This is why y'all don't understand communism. Communism says y'all are going to do it and y'all everybody get paid the same. That's communism. Communism is, it's going to get done. You just won't get paid for your expertise. So where you used to make $50 an hour, now you're making 10. Where you used to make $100 an hour, now you're making 10. Just like when people say the minimum wage, raising the minimum wage. And I'm like, each state, like, y'all so slow. Each state has their own minimum. There's a federal minimum wage, and then each state has their own minimum wage. But you all know, if a company has to pay more to the employees, they're going to have less employees. Do y'all understand? This is simple, basic economics.
And Black folks don't understand it, but they are the main ones that don't want to go work for free. Y'all are the main ones saying, y'all listen to what you're saying. The taxpayer. I want every person that call themselves Black. So you know the Black folks. I don't have to explain this to the Unblack people. Y'all get it. But the Black people, what I want you guys to do is I want you to go home and I want you to look at your pay stub. Yeah, I know this is a hard sell for y'all because half of y'all can't read and a lot of y'all don't work. But the ones that are still Black and work, I want you to look at your pay stub. And then I want you to see how much taxes you pay. Then think about it from this perspective. There is something called an employment tax. So you pay your employee tax, but then the company that is so gracious enough to give you a job so you can feed your family while you steal time, while you steal supplies, steal resources from the company, and then talk junk about the company and the boss, they still have to pay to employ you to do all of that and do nothing and be on the phone. Times that by like 300 if you have a large company. That's what's paying for these things. So when you stop going to work, the taxes stop. So y'all keep this whole idea of, oh, the government is going to fund it. The government doesn't make hats. The government doesn't make short shirts. The government doesn't make anything. You know what the government does? They make you pay. They make me pay. And they make companies pay. And so what companies can now do is go somewhere else. They go to a government that doesn't make them pay. And what does that mean for you? You don't have a job anymore. Economics 101. Why is this confusing, Blanche?
Because Black people, again, I'm going to say this again. If you make everything about the color of your skin, it's going to lower your IQ. That means when it comes to critical thinking, you won't be able to do it because every answer involves your race. So when you're talking about economics, all they can hear is it's because I'm Black. That's all they hear. It's because I'm Black. They don't hear nothing you said about economics, taxes. They don't care. It's because I'm Black. I got a check stub right here.
JB Chanel says.
So they don't understand. They don't. I got a check stub here from 2019 from Empire Casting, Ventura, California. I mean, Encino, California. Mm-hmm. Deductions. We got the Fed deduction, Social Security deduction, Medicare deduction, state deduction. 4 deductions off this one check. So I don't know what world y'all live in where y'all not. You're going to pay. Somebody got to pay. Somebody's going to pay. And guess what? If y'all ain't working, they're going to get the money out of you somehow. That's why universal basic income ain't going to. Listen, man, if you think these folks finna take care of y'all for free, you are out of your mind. You either going to be a lab rat or you're going to be a field hand, but they're going to get the money up out of you. You heard what old boy said. He's young, he's virile, he's athletic, he's strong. And we can get about 40 some years out of him. Yeah, we got a place for him.
And honestly, the UBI is just to get y'all out of the way. Serious, like honestly, just so we would rather deal with robots rather than pay taxes for you, pay your benefits as you have the poorest health in the world. Like literally, like they are not going to. What did they say in the World Economic Forum? Keep you busy with drugs and video games. The useful eaters, we will keep you busy with drugs and video games.
Can you please post Place for Boxing's comment?
This one?
Yeah.
Y'all sit on a podcast all day long with the Cash App in your bio playing race politics, saying white folks are intellectually superior. Y'all need to find your raggedy a job for real, for real.
You know what's funny? Like, we be fighting to do this show around work schedule. Ain't that crazy? Like,
Blanche, I wasn't even Blanche. See, you're better than me because Place for Boxing.
Like,
don't even know how hard we go.
We literally try to do these shows around. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. That's crazy.
Kids, husband, wives. Well, Blanche working on his.
Like this
life,
woman
dating.
This woman is married and successful, and they got all kind of stuff going on from music to real estate to all kind of stuff going on. And this dude said, sit on a podcast all day with Cash App in the bio.
Oh,
bless his heart.
I know. Thanks for the comments because you really gonna help that algorithm. You keep them coming, sweetie. You keep them coming.
bring your friends too.
I know. Oh God, thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna get into this clip because
no, read that comment. Read that comment you just put up.
Oh, hold on. He said this woman can actually think, a critical and free thinker on the live. Yes, that's exactly how it works for real. Thank you. Devin L. I mean, everybody gets it. They really do. If you're not black, even people with high melanation in their skin, you have to unblack yourself because I'm telling you, it's something about being black. It stops your mind from working. It's like you're just dumb.
It's a ceiling of your existence, because when you're black, you can only really go. But because think about it, once you start getting out of start being a forward thinker or a free thinker, you start rubbing black folks the wrong way. You start. That's why Prince. Think about Prince and Michael Jackson. Think about how Prince, his audience wasn't largely black, and it's because his music wasn't traditionally just R&B. It was. I mean, he did versions of R&B and stuff, but he did a wide variety of music from funk, R&B, everything. And so, but again, black folks don't like that. Black folks like just a certain pocket of things, whether it be food, whether it be music, whether it be movies. Black folks like little pockets of things. They don't like a wide variety of things. So when Michael Jackson started going more pop, black folks got tired of him too.
Oh yeah.
Even when Houston first came out, black folks didn't like her because the music wasn't black enough. She wasn't soulful enough. So we know that there is a ceiling with black people. In the moment you step out of that black box, they're going to have a problem with you.
Yeah, and I love Prince because he was actually one of the ones that, like, I quote when he talks about running business and how the record industry works. Like Michael Jackson, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of people that don't like me when I say this, but he started being a victim. Like
Yeah.
he started saying, "Oh, these people, because they're racist. They don't like me. Oh, they won't give me my music." When Prince started talking about how the industry works and educating other people, and how he started to say, "Hey, I didn't take advances because I knew I was going to have to pay it back, and
Right.
so I started." Um, Not accepting their advances anymore, and it made him hit a lesser of a ceiling, but at least he was willing to pay the piper for the goal that he has set for himself, and he never blamed white people or blamed the Jews like
Right.
Michael Jackson did. And unfortunately, you just don't win with that. That's very black.
And,
Very black.
and what Prince did was, Prince said, okay, y'all can have my name. I'll
Yeah,
create a new name.
yeah,
I'll create a whole new name, because guess what? I'm the talent. I'm the artist. Guess what? Y'all got to learn too. When it comes to this life, Black folks do this a very poor job of this. When it comes to this life, you have to have enough courage to bet on yourself.
yeah.
The problem with most Black people is they don't bet on themselves. They don't believe in themselves. And so someone like Prince would say, I'm gonna just start over with a whole new whatever and get a whole new contract under this name. Y'all can have the Prince stuff. I'm gonna do this. So he had
Yeah.
a whole Prince had two separate careers. Michael Jackson still wanted to be Michael Jackson. And so he could have said, y'all keep Michael Jackson, I'll just be the beat it man. He could have said anything. But guess what he said? I want us to be Michael Jackson, and I'm a complain, I'm a cry, I'm a run around with the Nation of Islam as my security. But guess what? You can't sleep at night. You're making
Yeah.
cocktails to go to sleep because you're tormented by what you listen. If you can't sleep at night, you're doing something wrong. Because I be falling asleep at work sometimes, and I drive. So I'm just saying, if you can't sleep at night, you live in a foul life. Every time I sit down, I fall asleep. So I'm just trying to figure out how you not. So again, Michael Jackson, like you said, you were 1,000% correct. He became a victim. And
Mhm.
when people see a chink in the armor, it's for all you to know out here, when the enemy, because all this is about good and evil, it ain't about white, black, none of that. It's about good and evil. If the enemy sees a chink in the armor, he's going to go after it. So
Yeah.
once Michael Jackson started being a victim, guess what? Allegations start coming. Think about that. Once he started being a victim, look what happened after that. They saw a chink in the armor. You don't hear no scandals about Prince. No scandals because he wasn't a victim.
And you guys, this is life lessons that you have to learn. And unfortunately, Michael Jackson didn't understand this because he still wanted to be black. Um, he wanted to get his nose. He just like black people. They say they're superior, but they're doing everything to be white. Like everything they say their skin is superior, but they're doing everything to be white. And then turning around and blaming the white man. I was watching.
Hold on a second. And we know that Michael was black because he wore a wig. Remember, his hair burnt up. His hair burnt up in that commercial. So
I'm not
most of
starting with y'all.
listen, most of his scalp was burnt. So Michael wore a wig from the time he was burning that Pepsi commercial. From that Jerry curl burnt up. From that day on, he was wearing wigs. So we know he was black because he wore a wig for 40 years, 50 years.
Y'all, I'm not giving up my weave.
And his nose was attachable.
He
And
and
his
he was
nose
ugly.
and his
Like
nose came off.
he got uglier. He was a beautiful brown skinned man, and he just ruined it. And then, but y'all keep saying y'all beautiful. Anywho, I
Go
was
ahead. I'm
watching.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I was watching the y'all help me out. The gospel band that was is it Maverick City Worship, and they signed a record deal. This I understand you don't have no honor. When I record deal and I say I'm going to give you $55 million or $2 million or even $1. Let's say I'm going to give you $100 and you're going to work for me for 5 years. I don't get to the third year and see myself getting big and see myself and then start counting. I agreed to this for 5 years. I signed on the dotted line. How you going to turn around and try to sue people? How you going to turn around and sue people? Like, y'all don't understand how the world works. And so here's Maverick City Worship. They're going everywhere. They're touring. They're selling out stadiums, beautiful songs. They going to sue because they don't feel like they're getting enough money. Find other avenues for making money. Everybody knows artists make money off of multiple things. You can make money off of name recognition just based on being talented as you are. But they're suing the record company because they don't feel like they're making enough money. But you signed a contract. That's the way things work. Why is it? That's why people don't want to do business with Black people. Honest, they don't want to do business.
So the record company gives you an advancement, which is a bank loan, and that advancement is to go to your music career. Now, if you're smart, what you would do is you would want to pay off the advance. So you'd be smarter to invest the money that you're being advanced instead of spending on stupid stuff. Is because what happens is they take the advance money and they blow it. Yep. And then they get the bill at the end of the year because the studio wants to recoup, or record company wants to recoup what they put in, which is that loan. Now you can make money as an artist, but then they start signing out to them 360 deals, and then y'all say, okay, we're gonna give up again. I'm gonna go back to betting on yourself.
Yeah.
You sign a 360 deal telling them that they can have total control of your likeness. So if you're in a movie, they get paid. So why would you do that? But y'all are so thirsty because you want to be famous. You want people screaming your name. See, the problem is, RPG, is the initial intent behind what they're doing is a principle base. That's why they always sign these bad deals, because y'all are doing it with the wrong intentions. You're not doing it for your art, because if it was about your art, you would have integrity at the signing. You would say, I can't sign my likeness and everything over to you. I'd rather bet on myself and be on my own. But guess what? You want your name in lights. So what you do is you sacrifice fame and glamour and glitz because you want that instead of getting paid. There are many artists right now today that y'all don't even know of that are millionaires. Mm-hmm. They tour, they travel, they got a fan base, and guess what? You don't even see them anywhere, and they live in a very lucrative estate. You know why? Because they bet on themselves.
Yeah.
You don't have any faith in yourself. You know why you don't have any faith in yourself? Because you're Black. And if you're Black, the white man's over you. So you know it's only so much you can really do. So you already go into the meeting scared, timid, afraid, looking for a handout, looking for crumbs. Instead of going in there bold with your melanin, you go in there afraid.
You said,
I'm just, instead of y'all going in there because y'all are kings and queens on social media, but in that boardroom when the negotiation happens, y'all become little sheep again. Now all of a sudden you ain't bold no more.
Yeah, and it's so sad. It's so sad that y'all, like you said, you want your name and like, and honestly, if that's what you want, fine. But you don't get to get the name in lights on my dime and then tell me that I don't deserve the money when I bet on you and you didn't want to bet on yourself. And y'all, and stop saying that you didn't know. At this point in time, every record deal under the sun has been looked at, seen, scrutinized. If you need to go to YouTube, go to Instagram, they could tell you. Stop saying you didn't know. And that was my issue with Maverick City Worship, because I'm like, you can't use that excuse. TLC already used that excuse. Tony Braxton already used. You knew you wanted the Jew man's money. You did. Let's tell the truth. You want the Jew man money. And then when you start counting at the end of the day, and you got to pay back those makeup artists, you got to pay back those venues, you got to pay, because nothing in life is free. you have to pay it back, then you don't want to do it. That's why you don't have any honor, and that's why you don't have any character. That's why people don't want to do business with Black people.
And to piggyback on your point, which is an excellent point, again, you all can sign a distribution deal. Like, this is the thing, right? There are many things that you can sign. Y'all don't have to sign the deal where you don't get nothing. Like, that's like you, but again, you want the fame because they're telling you that we can make you bigger than you are now. That's the selling point to you, because the selling point can't be money. The selling point has to be that you are going to be this quote unquote big star, big artist. I'm telling you all that you have to bet on yourself, meaning you have to say, listen, I believe that I can do this without this deal. There are plenty of artists that sign distribution deals. There are plenty of artists that buy themselves out of their deal, like Rick Ross did. Rick Ross spent $20 million to buy himself out of his Def Jam deal. Def Jam deal. He spent $20 million. But guess what? That's years of stacking money, investing. That think about what the process is. I'm gonna buy myself out of this deal. All I'm telling you all is this: is that, and she's 1,000% correct. It's dishonorable to agree to a deal, and then you come back later because you didn't read through the fine print, you didn't read through the conditions, and you come back years later and say, I'm being cheated. You're not being cheated.
You're not
It
being
was
cheated.
listen, these Jews ain't tricking y'all.
Nope.
It's your job to get a lawyer and read over the contract. Because the lawyer supposed to come back and say, listen, don't do this, don't do this, don't do that. Otherwise, it's a good deal. It's an industry standard deal. What y'all do is, like I see Yo Gotti when they sign people, the contract this thick. He'll have $1 million sitting there, a chain, and a car. Now, the contract is this thick. He got $1 million sitting there, chain, and a car. So he got a Maybach SU truck outside, a chain with cocaine music, whatever the label is, and then he got $1 million in cash right there. Now, you look at the contract and look at that money, and you say, okay, where do I sign? Now the contract says I own everything you do from here on out the rest of your life. But
and I gotta pay you back. And you don't own this.
And you don't, and $1 million, gotta pay it back. The chain, gotta pay it back. The Maybach truck, gotta pay it back. All they gotta get paid back. So again, this ain't on Yo Gotti. I don't blame him because y'all can read the contract. But you know what? No, you know what? They can't read. That's the other problem. So listen.
Chat GPT, take a picture and put it in Chat GPT.
Chat GPT it there.
There's no excuse. There's one of my favorite scriptures is, and you will know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. But because you have rejected knowledge, y'all reject. The Bible says it.
Say it again. Because they do what?
You've rejected knowledge. Therefore, I will reject you, and I will also reject your children. My husband says, if you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. Yes, double. If you don't know nothing and you teach your children everything that you know,
the cycle continues, right?
Yeah. So, you guys,
listen, we gotta get to these videos.
I know we done lecturing y'all. Let's get to these.
We get off on a tangent, man. We be like,
are you sharing it?
Yeah, I'll share them because I got a few of them just to make it easy. You're gonna have to.
It's a real thing.
Take them down though. All I can do is put them up.
Oh yeah, I'll take them down. Y'all, this is a real thing. Like this whole mindset of Black people, it seriously needs to be studied. It's sad, and if you don't unblack it, like Blackness, think about it, you guys, is the absence of light. I don't see you showed it. Did you share?
I was going to ask you, do you want to show the New York first, or what do you want to show first?
Let's show you New York.
Okay, all right.
because this is the title. You guys, y'all acting up, Black people.
Okay, let's see.
Blanche, I smelled her behind through that video. I smelled it through the video, y'all. What is going on in New York City?
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. This is for anybody that's listening that's not a non-black woman. Black women, when they are angry or upset, they have the strength of three grizzly bears, two polar bears, and 4 gorillas. This woman was hitting this woman, and she was like it didn't even fake, like it didn't even phase her. She was hitting this woman, doing everything she could, and she didn't feel nothing. But when she got down, she immediately threw her to the ground and commenced the whooping. I'm just telling you all, these black women have superhuman strength. I've seen it my whole life. Do not mess with these black women. Most of the time when there's domestic violence in the black community, it has to get extreme because the normal domestic violence that works on other races don't work on black women. So the backhand slap and the push down, that don't work. That's like a warm up. It's like an appetizer. That's like stuffed mushrooms for black women. So when you are in a position where you have to fight a black woman, my advice is that you just walk away, because it's going to be brutality. I'm just telling y'all what it is. And so if there ever was a superpower, black women got it. And when it comes to fighting, when they get upset, all bets are off and they'll destroy you. I'm letting y'all know this. So the white woman, when she threw her down, that was her warning. The throw down was actually mercy. I'm just telling y'all, it's just mercy.
Why? How violent you have to be to go up to that. And there's another angle, you guys, on this video where she literally just grabs the woman. It probably has a lot to do with the caloric intake of this young lady and the caloric intake of the girl that she was throwing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the way that she just made it sexual, you're fighting to get on somewhere that both of them are stupid. I agree. Like somebody said both of them are just dumb.
Yeah.
And I keep telling white people and other people, you get into an argument with these people, they get ignorant and violent. She's twerking while while she's getting hit. She's twerking as to make fun of this girl and then just get violent.
So the white girl was on the street sign, the crosswalk sign. She had her chance. When the black girl, just imagine the animal kingdom. When everybody's at the water hole, right? You got the animals there. You got the gazelles, the impalas, the zebras, the antelope, the water buffaloes. Then the lions come up. Everybody clears out. But then the elephants come. Now, when the elephants come, everybody got to go. So just imagine you had a watering hole, and when you see black women showing up, It's just time to go.
It's time to
So
go.
it's time to go. So when she dragged again, when she threw her to the ground, that was her grace. That was grace. Get down. It's my show now. The white woman should have took it as grace and kept moving. But you know what? She said, "No, not today. I'm tired of y'all." And it cost her. I'm listen. I'm happy it happened to her. So now she know.
Stay away from these people. Stay away from them. Like it just the ignorance. And that's why I said, like, these people don't get shamed, Blanche. And this is what New York is becoming. Shout out to Rudy Giuliani. Like, this would not have been Rudy Giuliani's New York City. Like, your city just did something incredible, something great. And this is how y'all are celebrating. You seeing fights everywhere. There's another video where they're fighting. Of course, it's white people that are fighting, Blanche. No, it's not white people. It's y'all. It's the
I was
black.
about to say, yeah, white people fighting for their life.
Exactly. So black people are fighting, and I guess they start shooting fake bullets and all.
I got it. I got the video. I got the video. And you know, so because somebody said this was an isolated clip. There are thousands of videos of black folks in New York cutting up. So this ain't, we just took one video. Listen, when it comes to anything black, all we have to do is go to any search engine and just type in black and you fill in the rest. Black violence, black diets, black, whatever and guess what? Millions of videos gonna pop up. Millions.
Yeah. Negative, and it ain't gonna be positive.
It ain't gonna be positive.
Positive. And that's your fault. They're not lying on y'all. Google is not racist. I'm sorry.
Now, if you type in black people reading, it might not be that many videos.
It's gonna be AI.
You know, black people cleaning neighborhood, you might not find that many videos, you know.
Black people gardening.
Black people gardening, you ain't gonna find that many videos, you know.
Black people building houses.
Black people building houses, you ain't gonna find that many videos.
So disappointing. It's so embarrassing. You want hold on.
Here it goes. I think it's this one. Hold on, because I had it. I'm just trying to. Let me see if it's this one. Boy, if that ain't the best training method right there.
Again, please.
I didn't listen. Is that all it takes?
Anything to stop these Negroes.
Is that all it took was just to let off a few?
I'm telling you, they're like perpetual children. Self-preservation. They didn't stop to look to see if somebody was hurt. They didn't stop to say, oh my God, someone's shooting. The white people ain't running. They're trying. This is what you get with perpetual children.
And somebody put it in the chat. Just so we're clear, a black man started slavery in America, not white people. Just so we're clear, Anthony Johnson went to court over John Castor, and that was the first case of a person being a lifelong slave. It never existed before that. So a black man started slavery in America, which means before that black man started that, it was something else. Now, what you all want to do is you all want to get mad at white folks because y'all started something and they said, we're going to raise you. We forget a couple of slaves. We want a plantation. Now you want to get mad at them for doing that, but again, you get mad because they're successful. Y'all started it. Y'all started slavery.
I'm sorry, but y'all glamorize slavery. Just having a lifetime of taking care of big, grown, ignorant people is just not that great. And I don't believe y'all work that hard. I really don't. Having a slave does not sound like a good idea to me, Blanche. The white people said, look, this slavery thing just ain't working no more. Let me just get me a robot. Now that sounds kind of good to me.
Well, we saw that industry. First of all, 2% of white folks own slaves. 2 to 3% own slaves. So most white folks didn't own slaves. So a white slave owner was actually very rare. In case y'all don't understand math, if 2% own slaves, that means 98% didn't. So it was very rare to see a white slave owner. So again, people, you do glamorize slavery because you all keep go watching. They keep making films about slavery. Y'all keep watching them. Y'all keep referring you all yourselves as slave. Like you all actually love slavery because, in my opinion, without slavery, who would you all be? Because if I say I was never a slave, y'all get upset. And guess what? I never was a slave. But y'all get mad at that though. Listen, black folks get mad at that.
Oh yeah, they say they still don't like you.
Okay.
Are we three? Are we three? Are we doing this?
They just told me today on my Instagram page, they'll never accept you. I've been trying to tell them this. Who are y'all talking about accepting me? Like who is this? They're like, who are they? What white? Who are they? Am I auditioning to be around white people? Like y'all, that's what y'all do. I don't do that. Y'all beg white folks to sit at the lunch counter. Y'all did that, not me.
It's so crazy that they don't even hear themselves saying that stuff. They'll never accept you. They'll never are you talking about my kids? Are you talking about my husband? Those are the only people I care about.
Who are you talking about? They'll never accept you. I'm like, who? Like, think about it. This is what just ironic. Y'all literally glamorize and glorify white people minding their business, enjoying a meal in a cafe, and y'all bum rushing it to sit next to them. Yep. Like, do you know how insane that is? Imagine some people minding their business. You claim they racist. You claim their food is nasty. They smell like wet. They smell like dogs when they get wet. You claim all of these things, but y'all are literally getting past water hoses, hit with nightsticks, bit by dogs, just to sit next to them while they eat.
Getting go marching for elections. Black folks can't walk nowhere, don't want to do nothing, and they marching to be around these people that they say are not the best. They don't have the best food, like you said. They don't have the best neighborhood, the best clothes. Y'all are begging. Blanche, you did a story. You did a reel one time that was talking about when you went to the slavery, or no, you went to the museum where you got to sit on the bus. And
I went to it was training where they train you to deal with they train you to be nonviolent under violence. And I remember sitting in that mess. I was like, man, what is this?
Why would you want to be there? Somebody is calling you names. Somebody is beating you, hitting you, and you're doing all that you can to stay there. Something is seriously wrong with people that do that. I'm sorry.
And to piggyback what you're just saying, Chad talked about how using those water hoses and nightsticks and dogs were used against the white mobs too. It was just what they used to disperse mobs. So it wasn't because you were black. So it wasn't specific to black people. It was just a way to get dispersed mobs, because when you usually have a mob, you got to use extreme measures to break them up.
Yep. They didn't have mace and all the stuff that they have now. But yeah, I saw that, and he said that was just a very typical way of policing back then.
Yeah.
We need to bring it back. We need to bring it back. Because y'all out of control. These teen takeovers. Look what's going on here, y'all.
Let's we just had one here in Atlanta with the guy Kai Sanat. He had some kind of social, just all, it's just so irresponsible. You got 500,000 young people showing up somewhere, but America's racist though.
And you're allowed to do that.
Could you imagine if a white person had 500,000 white folks just show up somewhere? Y'all be calling it a Klan meeting, white supremacy. They taking over. They coming to lynch us. They coming to get us, y'all. It's Black Wall Street all over again. Like, y'all have all this stuff to say.
It's so sad. It's so sad how upset. Someone said like y'all are obsessed with white people.
Obsessed.
You got another clip?
Yeah.
If you have not already, you guys, thank you so much. Thanks for putting that in the chat. Dave Lee, I appreciate you. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that like button. You guys help us grow this channel. Unblack. Unblack yourself. Black is the absence of light, y'all. Stop calling yourselves black.
Stop.
It's terrible.
Because y'all are American.
And you, Blanche, I don't care what you say. People are catching on. I saw that clip with even Officer Tatum just kind of saying,
listen, man. They not catching. Listen, I'm gonna say what it is, man. They
catching on.
Listen. We are the foremost experts on unblacking and black. We are the experts. Y'all too afraid to say what we say. So how y'all gonna be talking around? We talking about bring us on the platform. We'll tell you what's going on.
I know, Officer Tatum. We are not afraid of these people. We've studied them. Blanche and I, we talk about it all. I'm around these people all day. Oh, I am around black people 99% of my life. My friends are all black. I have sisters that are black. My mama's black. I love black people. However, they got problems. You need to unblack yourself.
They got problems.
They got problems.
Let's I have a clip here.
Someone said, Place for Boxing said, y'all types. Who's y'all types?
A new social media trend mocking the death of...
Hold on, let's get offended. Yeah. Y'all types give Matt Walsh a pass on what he recently said about Emmett Till, 14-year-old, hollering at the woman who falsely accused it. Never happened. Things that never happened for 600, Alex. Emmett Till was a lie, just like George Floyd was a lie, just like Breonna Taylor was a lie. Y'all like to be lied to.
Listen, Emmett Till said something to that woman. And he tried to holler at that woman. He did. Now, did he deserve to be killed? No. But did he holler at that woman? He wasn't falsely accused. He got accused of what he did. Now, should he have been killed? No. But did he do something? Yes. Did it justify him being killed? No. But did he do something? Yes. See, my question for you all is, y'all tell me that the South was so bad and horrible and the white folks will get you and lynch you, but she sent her son by himself down to the South. So if you think it's so terrible and it's so bad, why would you send your 14-year-old child down South? If white folks are lynching black folks and white folks is why would you send your child to that environment? Nobody ever questions his mother. So either all that stuff is a lie or his mother is crazy. Which one is it? Because both can't be true.
It's a lie. I would bet on it's a lie. First of all, black folks are scared to do anything that's going to get them killed, okay? They are afraid of white people. So if this was the story of white people, lynch people in the South, he wouldn't have tried to talk to the girl because I know how black people are. what happened is I'm sure he probably was very inappropriate, and then he probably acted like y'all act when somebody approaches y'all, and it didn't work out the way as well. It didn't work out for him. Sorry, Emmett. But the way y'all are telling this story is the same way y'all tell all the lies that y'all tell. You glamorize George Floyd with the gold casket. Blanche, you and I have lived our lives way more honorable than a George Floyd will ever live. And we will not have a gold casket. But this is what y'all do. Y'all glamorize the bad person in the story because they're Black. We're getting ready to show you guys the evidence of y'all doing just that and demonizing the people who want order and structure and don't want you hollering at their daughters in the middle of the street. If you've been to New York anywhere, you say, "Hey, Ma, hey, psst, psst, Ma, what's up, Short? What's up, Short? Ma, what's up, Ma? Can I get your number, Ma?" So think about it. Whoever was trying to prevent what we have today, and I'm sorry, Emmett Till, this is what happened. Ain't no white folks will walk up to him and kill him. Stop lying.
So even with Emmett Till, when they said they came to the house, there was adults in the house. So why did the Black adults in the house let these white men take them out the house? Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all again. Let's say the white men are horrible and bad and evil and all this stuff. Why did the kings and queens in the house let the white men come to the house and take the child? Because there's no way somebody's finna come to my house and take my nephew, grandson, or whoever out of the house to do anything. So why was he allowed to be taken from the home? Now, nobody wants to say that the people in the house was cowards, that they was weak and pathetic. Nobody wants to say that. If y'all are so big and bad, it should have been a shootout that night. It should have been the Teals versus the white folks. Should have been a shootout. But it wasn't. He had a single mama. His dad was executed for raping 2 women in the army. Like, it's just...
So stop lying, y'all. It happened like that.
But listen, I'm gonna just say this again. Why did you allow that boy to be taken out that house? Either one, two things happen. Either y'all was afraid, or you know what, you feel like the boy had it coming. One of the two. Either you were afraid of the white folks, or you kind of felt like, yeah, y'all should get him.
And then when you realize how bad it was, that's why I'm really struggling, Blanche, because, you know, they say if you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. But the history of the Blacks is such a lie. I want to throw the whole thing in the garbage.
Oh, I agree.
I don't want none of y'all fake history. Y'all always lying. Like Larpin Vercash said, the Blacks are always lying. And it was, we had oh God, what's his name on here? And he was saying everything that you research with the Black history, you find out it's just a lie. It's just a lie.
All of it's a lie.
All of it. And what little bit of it is true is insignificant. So I don't want none of it. I'm sorry. I know the story y'all telling with Emmett Till is just trying to make me emotional. And I know it didn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that. What's up, Jay Wells? What up, fam? Black history is propaganda. Yes, it is.
That's all it is.
Okay,
it's
so
pure,
let's go. Go ahead.
It's pure propaganda. But we have another video coming up.
Oops, sorry. And so I say that to say, like, you guys, y'all always glamorizing like the worst of the worst, man. Y'all. All right, can you put it back up? Oh no, I got it. I got it. Never
You
mind.
got it.
A new social media trend mocking the death of Austin Metcalf has drawn anger online after earlier posts showed people pretending to urinate on his grave. The new trend, called the Austin Bop, appears to show young users dancing to a song about Metcalf's death. In some videos, they act out the stabbing that killed him.
Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Once that shit was over, coughing up blood, he think he got Ebola. Nigga sent to the hospital.
I said all the Drake for like I can fly fast, get behind us and waving the back.
Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Once that shit was over, coughing up blood, he think he got Ebola. Nigga sent to the hospital, he couldn't wake up. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Once that shit was over, coughing up blood, he think he got Ebola. Nigga sent to the hospital. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he died. The fuck with his flow, but I got side. Nigga go text my phone, talk about he don't like my shit. He got stopped by a knife. Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box. That sound when he Austin Bob, knife had blood on the tip when he dropped. How the fuck he's gonna get stopped? Need shit, niggas going out back, Marlo out the box.
No words, Blanche. No words.
Where's the boxing guy at? I want to hear his comment. Where's the boxing guy? You know, they always seem to be quiet in these moments. Well, where's the boxing guy at?
No words. These are y'all sons and y'all daughters. These are y'all Emmett Tills. Y'all going to tell people that this poor 16-year-old deserved it. That's what y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say he deserved. This is what y'all do. And you can't have a civilization like this. You cannot have a civilization with these kind of people where they're mad at us, Blanche, for saying that we're not Black, but you're not mad at children and a song mocking another child that was brutally stabbed.
I'm just getting back on Instagram. I want you all to think about what you just saw. You saw, and again, somebody made a song about another song about murder. That's what Black folks do. They make songs about murder. Except this time they made a song about a victim, and everybody around the country is doing a dance, and it wasn't just children, it was adults too. It wasn't just children, it was adults as well. So when we talk about Black people, this is the true essence of Blackness right here. Evil, wicked, you know, I said this before, Black people hate the victims because victims mean a wrong has been done. So victims are like indictments for Black people. So when there's a victim involved, it says that somebody did something wrong to this person. This is why you always see Black people demonize victims, because they don't want to be accountable for it. So what they'll do is something will happen to a victim, and instead of actually blaming the culprit, they'll say the victim did this and deserved death. And you see this all the time in the Black community. You see this all the time. And this is another case, Austin Metcalf, his only crime in Black people's eyes was just being white. That's it. He was just a white kid. There's nothing beyond that. He was just a white kid, and that's his indictment. But because he was killed by a Black kid, they have to demonize him. And you'll see this all the time throughout the Black community, where they will demonize the victims so that what they did is not seen as wrong. They have a song about this boy. Nobody cares about his mother, his father, his family, his friends. They're making a song, but keep in mind, these are the same people that make songs about other people they've killed, other families and mothers crying, other people. Like, this is what Black people do. So we talk about Blackness. This is what Blackness is. This is Black excellence. This is what it is.
Someone said, so you believe that Emmett Till, someone says, so you're saying, I'm guessing he meant YOU''RE. You're saying that Emmett Till deserved it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that y'all don't really care. Y'all only use these kinds of things to manipulate people because y'all love death. Y'all love death. I'm saying y'all don't care that Emmett Till died. Y'all really don't. Y'all only like to bring it up so y'all can talk and make white people feel guilty, because we know that Black power equals white guilt, or white guilt equals Black power. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about all the Black boys that are dying every single day. Y'all don't care about what's happening, the crime statistics with young men. Think about it. 3% of the country is committing 60% of the crime. Y'all don't care. So don't talk to me about Emmett Till. Like, y'all are so emotional about it because allegedly some white people wanted order in their town. I want those white people to come back. Will the real white people stand up, please? Like Slim Shady said, will the real white people stand up and save these Negroes from themselves? This is crazy what's going on with y'all sons and y'all daughters on the internet mocking someone being stabbed while they taking down Blanche's channel and they taking down my channel. This is bass backwards, okay? This is a culture that is sickening, y'all. It's getting to a point where it's sickening.
Have you ever seen a protest against the homicide rate in the Black community?
No.
Have you ever seen a protest against the abortion rate?
Nope.
Have you ever seen a protest against the fact that the most Black children cannot read, write, or do math on grade level?
Nope.
Have you ever seen a protest against single parent households?
Nope.
So you mean to tell me I just listed 4 things that plague the Black community and they haven't protested, marched, or riot or looted for any of them things? Oh, but let me get this straight. They're mad at Matt Walsh, who was a content creator, who was one person giving his opinion. I don't even know what he said.
Oh yeah, he going in.
They're mad at Matt Walsh, who's a person with an opinion, but you're not mad at Black people saying on social media every day that Austin Metcalf deserved to die. So you're asking people to have mercy for Emmett Till, but in 2026 today, you're saying that Austin Metcalf deserved to die. I understand why Matt Walsh did what he did, because he's attacking the premise. The premise of all of this is that white people are bad and Black people are good. That's the premise. It's a false premise. And I had somebody call me up and discuss this with me, and I told him, I said, if you tell me that Matt Walsh is just a bad guy, I'll accept it. If you tell me that Derek Chauvin was just a bad guy, I'll accept it. If you tell me that Mr. Child was a bad guy, I'll accept it. What I won't accept, though, is you calling them racist. That's what I don't accept. It's a false premise. It's a false premise. So the problem with you all is that the entire Black history, the entire narrative around it is that white people are racist. That's the foundation of it. I reject that because in my lifetime, the most racist people I've ever seen in my life have been Black people.
Yep. And forget it. Oh, go ahead.
No, the mayor of Chicago, he bragged about not hiring any white people. Think about this now. A mayor of a major city in the United States was bragging about not hiring white people. Did you see white folks protest? Did you see white people march? Could you imagine if a white mayor said we didn't hire any Black people? Y'all would destroy the country. And y'all would destroy the nation.
And they would be right to not hire. This is y'all. This is what y'all are producing. Forget it. Let's say Carmelo Anthony was a good dude and he really feared for his life. Let's say let's say all of that was true. And he took that knife and he stabbed Austin Metcalf. Y'all still think that they should be mocking? Like you gotta be sick to think that this is acceptable and for them to be on the internet. They're not in their house. Blanche, you and I have some conversations. We have some tough conversations. That stuff that we don't really actually care to share with you guys. But for them to go on the internet and do a song and dance about it, let these people be shamed and scrutinized. Like I can't even imagine it. And then you have girls doing it. Girls. This is when the Bible says is that you'll go against your natural desire. Your natural desire to be a nurturer and a caring, aborting your babies. Like this is where this ends up, you guys. This is where abortion and death culture ends up, where somebody, forget his skin color, is killed and they dance and mock. And forget y'all bringing up George Floyd. George Floyd was not killed by Derek Chauvin. The jig is up. Stop lying. Stop lying. He wasn't. Matter of fact, white folks ain't out here killing y'all. They out here trying to survive.
So somebody said that the real issue is school shootings.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
The real issue is school shootings.
Okay. Yeah. You mean shootings outside of school on the block with your Negro sons and daughters? Those? Yeah, you're right. School shootings. Getting stabbed up for your JanSport strings. Getting stabbed up for your tennis shoes and your sneakers. You know the majority of mass shootings is committed by Black people. What is the definition of a mass shooting? 4 or more killed. 4 or more. I know y'all get all emotional when you start to talk about the school shooting that killed like 20, 30 people. A mass shooting is classified as 4 or more people. Who commits the most mass shootings? Y'all sons and daughters.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Can I read something real quick?
Sure.
In 2023, 46,727 Americans died from gunshot wounds, including suicide, unintentional injuries, etc. Black Americans accounted for 13,350 of those deaths. So in 2023,
You can pull it up, Lynch.
Over 13,000 Black people died from gun violence. And you all want to bring up a school shooting. You want to bring up Emmett Till. And there were literally over 13,000 gun-related deaths in the Black community. So I want you to think about a war. Think about a school shooting. Think about any kind of conflict. Whatever you think about, we can combine them all together and it won't be 13,000. This is just 1 year. So when RPG said that y'all don't care, you couldn't care. Because how are you caring about Emmett Till and Columbine and Sandy Hook when y'all 13,300 were shot and killed in 2023? That's 1 year. Y'all going back 70 and 80 years to pick out a crime? We don't take y'all serious because you're very unserious. You're actually a joke. You're just a joke.
Someone said, is it safe to say that the Black neighborhoods act like the sundown towns or not? Act like the sundown towns. The Black neighborhoods they are the sundown towns. You don't want to be caught. And stop saying that these white neighborhoods are the real sundown town. No. Ain't no white person killing y'all.
No.
It's just not happening. You scared of Negroes is what Chris Rock said. I'm not looking to see the man over my shoulder. I'm looking for y'all.
Even in the suicide rate, whites have a higher suicide rate at 9.5 per 100,000. Black is 5.3 per 100,000. But even suicide rates, in 2023, 22,828 people were murdered in the U.S. Of those, 54% were Black. Over half of the murders in the United States were Black people. 54%. We're talking about 3% of the population accounting for 54% of the homicides in the U.S. And you're talking about Emmett Till, Sandy Hook, and Columbine. Like, what are we talking about? You say that we hate ourselves, internal racism. Ain't nothing more racist than you all turning a blind eye to these children dying in the street every day. That's racist. Because when white folks bring it up, you call them racist. When we bring it up, you call us sellouts. So y'all want to just remain silent on it. We got it. But then when the rappers make songs about it, terrorizing mothers can't even grieve, can't even rest because y'all making songs that are hits about killing children in the songs. But we got internal racism. Y'all have yet to ban a single song that's glorifying the murder of a Black person. You have yet to boycott a single song that talks about Black people killing Black people for real.
It's the truth. The truth. And someone said, so Justice Juice said, Blanche and Crystal, we need some realistic solutions for the Unblack. It's getting unbearable now. The solutions, you mean the solutions for like you and I? Or
you make the screen big.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
Make us?
I mean, take the I'm sorry, take the page down.
Okay. So some realistic solutions for the Unblack, please. It's getting unbearable now.
Okay, well, I have a solution. The first solution is outrage. If you are going to be outraged, if you're going to be outraged about anything, the outrage can't be more than what you actually see in your own home and front yard. So in other words, you can't be outraged about what goes on anywhere else in the world if you're not outraged at what happens in your own community. That's the first step. So communal outrage is the first step that will help. That means if we are upset with wars and murder and all this stuff, you got to be upset with black folks doing it because they do it the most. Matter of fact, you know that black folks have the highest homicide rate on the planet. Yeah. Ain't just America, it's on the planet.
Yeah.
So if we can't address that, there is no solution. So until black folks are ready to hold themselves accountable, there's no solution. We talk about it all day. We just talked about today, betting on yourself. We talked about having faith. We talked about other things as solutions, but they don't want that. Yeah. We have solutions. The word of God. We got solutions now.
Yeah. And I would say for the Unblack is that is the solution, is to not associate yourselves with these kinds of people. You love them, but you do not put yourself in that category whatsoever. And don't be afraid, like the Bible says, don't be afraid of their faces. When they put you in a category, yeah, I don't fool with those people. I am not one of them. And that's what I believe is really the solution, is isolating this 3%. We are human beings by nature, are very communal. And so they want to be accepted. The problem with these people is that they're not shamed. Someone said, make shame great again. You don't see in the white people, like the white people threw poor Derek Chauvin to the wolves. Nobody was proud of him, even though he did a good thing and he did not kill that man. White people, they not going to support somebody even appearing that like they're doing something wrong. But black people, for whatever reason, we make a beeline to the illegal immigrant. Listen, it's in the name, y'all. It's in the name. We make a beeline to fight for LGBTQ, even when we straight. Like, we make a beeline to bad behavior, and then good behavior we don't. Like, they'll say, oh, you talk white, or oh, you reading. All you want to do is read. Like, you smart or something. Like, they shame you when you're doing something right. And we have to almost like do the opposite when they're wrong. And that's why we do this show. Blanche, would you say it? Like, we do this show, y'all, not to fix everything in the community, but to just kind of almost like denounce ourselves from these people.
Yeah, and also to highlight, and I'm glad Justice said it's unbearable. That's what being black should be. Yeah. It should be unbearable. So what you're hearing us talk about, the unbearableness of it, is what black is. And so people need to feel that being black is unbearable, because it actually is. Because we talked about earlier how you have a ceiling when you're black. There's only so high you can go, because your mind won't let you go any higher. Your spirit won't let you go, because you got your spirit in prison when you're black. So your mind can only go so far. And so, yeah, so a solution for unblacking is to actually look at your life and see, how is this benefiting my life? How am I benefiting from identifying with a group of people who have no shame, no honor, no integrity, no principles, no morals? And we see this. It's not just a couple of black folks. The vast majority of black folks are like this. Pastor Manning said it, so he said it best. I don't care if he's a astrophysicist or a petty thief. They both the same when it comes to seeing the world. And the problem with black people is that it doesn't matter where they are on the socioeconomic ladder. The problem is that they see the world the same. So if they see the world the same, the problems can't go away. So that means the person that makes it out of the hood still sees the world like a person that didn't. So it doesn't matter. This stuff doesn't really matter. What matters is if a person says, I made it out. I know why I made it out, and I'm not going back. Not am I not going back, I'm not going black. So that means I left the community and I left the melanin. I left it all. I'm out.
Yeah. And that's why you have a person like a Candace Owens. You see it with black conservatives, which is an oxymoron all the time. But you have a person like a Candace Owens, and you're like, wow, she spoke so well. She was great. She was smart. She was black, y'all. Like it. She was black. Whole time she was black. The way she talked, the way she referred back to black, to blackness and Black America and Black America. And they need to have the father in the home talking like black people need special help and special privileges. And that's why y'all fell for the okie doke. This is what you get. Even with black conservative spaces, you'll hear them say things like, me and Blanche tell y'all all the time, we cringe. Well, black people are naturally conservative. You have them say those types of things. You'll have them say, they'll say, oh, well, black people, they're responsible for all the fun things in culture. People love to have black people around. They'll make stupid, oh, well, black people, the blacks were had higher scores than they'll glamorize blackness. And that if you say one thing that they don't like, they are going to call you racist and every other name under the books. You have to unblack. Blanche and I will tell you, we don't even say that. Like, I can't remember the last time I said somebody was racist because I'm unblack. And I ain't
met no racist people. I never met them.
I don't know them.
Yeah,
I don't believe racism is real.
I don't believe it's real.
If anything, be more racist. It can mean your life. I think what we call racism is noticing. We call it racism. It's called noticing.
That girl on that train in Charlotte, had she been racist, she'd still be here.
She should have been racist.
She sat down in front of that black dude to prove that she wasn't racist. She made a point. It was plenty of seats. She made a point to sit in front of him. And it cost her life. And you know what's funny? Black folks know this. They in the chats arguing. Black people know you can't go to certain neighborhoods. Black people know this. Like listen, black people scary and they know where they can go and can't go.
Yep.
Black folks know who they can mess with, who they can't mess. Black people know the danger that's in the black community. They know it. They know who will kill. They know who will rob. They know who's selling dope. Black people know all of this stuff. So this acting like black folks are oblivious, they know. They know.
Topher said racism is real when you go to the hospital. Blanche just did a whole video. Blanche, for the unblack community, please explain. Y'all are saying that healthcare is racist, but y'all keep going to hospital and the doctor and the pills for your sugar and your heart, and your pressure. Yeah. No, not blood pressure, Blanche.
Just the pressure.
Y'all got pills for your sugar. You got shrimp. You keep eating the shrimp and you got gout. Y'all, but it's racist. Like, if it's racist, y'all would stay away from it.
Black people love to call something racist, but indulging at the same time. Why don't y'all leave this country? Just leave.
Just leave.
Because if I was president, I would pay y'all to go.
Me too.
I say, listen, taxpayers, we're going to take a hit for a couple of years, but I promise you we'll get all of them out of here. I promise you, those that don't want to be here will be gone.
We won't take a hit for a couple of years. If we got rid of black people don't pay more taxes than white folks.
No. I'm saying that the country would, they would willingly pay it. I'm talking about to get them up all out of here.
You mean to pay them to go?
Yeah,
Yes,
they would pay it to get them out.
agree.
So you would be like, listen, we're gonna take a hit for a couple of years.
I agree.
But I promise you, at the end of that 2-3 years, they'll be gone. People will say, sign me up for triple my taxes, triple mine.
I would to take your boy's advice. What he said they should leave. What's the guy?
Who?
He said that black folks need to drain this country, drive its resources.
I don't know his name, but yeah. I may have a
Take
video.
His advice. Take his advice and go.
Can I show the video of? We got so many videos, y'all. We just be talking. We got video. Listen, we got videos though. So I have a video of that same guy talking that you just mentioned. I got another one. Okay, I'll play that one.
Yeah. It's just sad at this point.
Honestly and truthfully, stay out of the company of white people. That's really all I got. And I'm not trying to imply that all white people are bad, but it is just easier to stay out of the company of white people when you can.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
You got the whole thing backwards, but the end result is the same. So
as long as the sea gets parted, I don't care what combination of words you said.
And I found this tweet. I think black people underestimate how evil white people are. Y'all not thinking deep enough. Silent racism is what's really doing us in.
Silent racism. I know it's everywhere around me, right?
I don't have an example. I can't explain exactly what it is. I can't show you a time it happened, but it's the reason everything's bad. And then maybe silent racism is what happened in this next story.
This is from CBS Chicago. Cook County responds to gang funeral shootings with Funeral and Cemetery Violence Task Force. And that was from 2018. They had to start a specific task force because so many gang members were shooting other people at funerals of a gang member who had been already dead.
It's like gang shooting Inception.
Gang shooting squared. It's fish in a barrel.
And maybe the Cemetery Violence Task Force maybe it's white people they're going after.
Yeah, probably.
The evil
Polish people in Chicago.
Yeah.
This dude said gang shooting squared. Do you understand how diabolical it is to put somebody in the casket from a shooting, then to spin back and shoot some more folks at the funeral?
This is black. Y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. And Larry Reed, yes, you said his name. Stay away from white people. White people say, oh, great. Gladly. They welcome it. He said, no matter how the sea gets parted.
Hold on. The other guy was somebody else, though, in that last video. That bald-headed dude.
Uh-huh.
It was two different. They both say it's two different guys, though. I think one is straight and one is flaming.
I think Larry Reed is definitely flaming. And he said, drain this country of its resources and go back to Africa. This one is saying stay away from white people. Like this is why we call it opposite day. Every black person knows that this is not true. That's why the first thing that black people do when they get money, it ain't even got to be a lot of money, Blanche. They can get a loan. Is they get away from y'all. And they claim to love y'all, but they get away from y'all. Liberals get away from y'all. They do. This is, you hear people like this saying this kind of stuff. I just love these dudes for like laughing. Like, yes, we want, however you do it. Yeah, you stay away from us.
Tell yourself whatever. You got to tell yourself, we'll take it. He said, I don't care how the sea gets parted. As long as it gets parted, we'll take it. So whatever you got, we'll take it.
Isn't that so sad? Like they know that it's not true. Ain't no white person ever had, like he said, silent racism. Silent racism. You can't see it. You can't put your finger. You can't cite any. You probably deserved it because of your behavior. It wasn't racism. You walked in there, probably dressed inappropriately. You walked in there sounding inappropriately. You walked in there, you were rude. And I don't care even if you educated. Did you see the lady that got arrested because she walked into the bank and she asked for $5,000 and she lit that bank up because she looked like she was socioeconomically high. She's trying to get $5,000 cash. She has the $5,000 in there, but obviously anybody who works in a bank knows that you just can't walk in there. You have to let them know. You have to get special verification. And she went off on those people that she ended up going to jail. So now you got to get an attorney. And she kept saying, this is racist. I'm being black in America, banking while black. This is your problem. It's not racism. Y'all don't know how to act.
Why couldn't she get her money out?
Because, you have to, there's certain verification amounts. So the lady she had an ID, but once you're trying to get $5,000, you have to do like a text verification. She said her phone was in the car and she didn't want to go get her phone.
Oh, yeah. Well, you gotta, well, go get your phone then.
She didn't want to because everything is special. Everything is special to these black people. And so that's why I said it doesn't matter what socioeconomic status you are. If you are black, this is what you get. And white people, Asian people, Indian people just want to be done with it. We're done. We're done with y'all.
I done pulled racks out the bank more than 5,000, and I never had a problem. I don't have a problem when I go to the bank. I don't know why you have a problem.
Because you follow the rules.
This makes no
sense.
sense.
If they say you need your cell phone and they're going to send you a code.
Now, any other time your cell phone is on you, but conveniently when you go to the bank, now it's in the car.
Hold on, let me see. Black woman arrested at bank. And she looked like she was really, like from a good, she's an older lady, just going off. Because you can't take y'all nowhere. She was like, all of this for $5,000. Yes, all of this for $5,000 because you don't know how to act. It's not for $5,000. This part is funny. You have to look. And she keeps saying all of this for $5,000. It's not for $5,000. It's not for $5,000. It's because you don't know how to act. Watch this.
Oh, you got the video? Okay.
I got the video.
All right.
She's 61 years old, Blanche. Now you got to hire an attorney. Now you got to go to court, wasting the police officer's time, all because you don't know how to follow instructions. So I say that to say, this is what you get with black people. And nobody wants to deal with it. We're done. Everybody's tired of it. Everybody's tired of it.
How did I guess? 300 plus.
Oh, disorderly. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You don't know what that means, or what?
Oh, no. No, not at all.
All right, have
not
a seat.
At all.
Have a seat.
Not at all. Don't understand none of that bull crap.
Get in.
Don't understand.
Get in the car.
I don't understand it.
You're gonna get another charge.
Break my legs.
I don't want to break your legs.
Just shoot me.
Why are you?
Take me out of my life. No, take me out of my misery.
Why are you?
This is so stupid.
Why are you behaving?
Are you serious?
Why are you behaving like a
child? A Saturday morning, all I wanted to do is get about my day, and now I'm behind with some damn handcuffs for wanting $5,000 out of a bank account.
You think you would accept
Are you
this?
serious?
Do you think you would accept this behavior?
Are you serious?
Do you think you would accept? Yeah, do you think you would accept?
I was a head teller.
Do you think
I gave her all the IDs she requested.
No.
It is 2025.
Yes.
I am black. Can't have a damn piece of money. Ain't allowed to withdraw it. Are you serious?
If you'd let me talk to
I'm not making sense. Are you?
That's not what I said.
Honestly, I'm not making sense.
I didn't say that.
I'm black. I come to the bank with ID. I hand her my ID. Asked for $5,000 out of my account.
Okay.
She asked for additional piece of
yes.
I gave it to her.
She says that you didn't give.
She a lie.
You needed.
I gave her my Chase credit card.
Are you gonna let me talk? I'm trying to tell you.
You just told me. She said I didn't give it to her when I did. I gave her a second
I'm trying to
piece
finish
of
my
ID.
sentence.
Go ahead.
You're only getting a partial sentence.
Go ahead.
So she says that you gave.
Blanche, maybe if she walked in there and she wasn't black, she would have got the $5,000. Stop being black. This is what you get. Why is she acting like that?
She's 61.
61 years old.
It ain't got a lick of sense. Ain't got a lick of sense. 61 acting like a child. Well, a teenager.
And they book her. They book her. Look at.
Hold on, I want to hear what she's.
Serious? And then you got the nerve to come in there and try and bull guard me?
Get in the car.
Are you serious?
Come on, get in the car.
We're talking.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not talking now. No, there's nothing to talk about.
Come on.
No, there's nothing to talk about. We don't have nothing to talk about.
Hey, listen.
No, we don't have nothing to talk about.
If you slip your cuffs again,
it don't matter.
You're going to be in more uncomfortable handcuffs.
Hey, just take me to jail.
We're planning on it.
I'm loving it.
Great.
Loving it.
So then, hold on. You got to see this part. Look how she acts.
Loving it. Only in America. Only in America.
Let me get your seatbelt down real quick, okay? I'm just gonna reach over you. Your husband? Is that your husband? I told him where you're going, so he knows. Alright?
Be married?
Should we hold on disorderly or obstruction?
The husband was in the car.
Disorderly or obstruction?
Sent her in there.
What do you think?
This is why you can't. The husband sent her in there to get the $5,000, and the husband is just confused. He's like, "What happened?"
Hey!
Scared the crap out of me, I'm not gonna lie, that scared me pretty good.
She having a good time, though. Ain't she having a good time?
What's there to talk about?
I just want to try and talk through what happened.
There ain't nothing to talk about. I came in here, asked for $5,000. She asked me for ID, which I gave her to before I even asked for the damn money. Then she wanted another ID. I gave it to her.
She slipped her cuffs again.
She calls it up.
All right, we're going to have to put these on. Stop
You
slipping.
do whatever the you want at this point. I'm so tired of this damn bullshit.
Listen.
What's your damn name?
Amber D.
Amber D.
Yep.
Listen.
Why didn't you have to parade? Oh, you got a man and everything, right?
What parade?
Your leaders parade.
I don't have a leaders
Oh,
parade.
you got plenty of leaders.
All right, step on out.
All right, this bull crap.
Turn around.
Y'all, ignorant, Blanche. Blanche, you're gonna have to do an extended on this. But
I got to, because this is insane.
They're crazy.
Now, this woman done slipped the cuffs off.
And she's still alive. According to y'all.
Still alive.
According to y'all, there's police brutality.
She said, break my leg, shoot me. And now listen, y'all. I tell y'all, most men are at home getting terrorized. I told y'all. I keep telling y'all, just because she married don't really mean nothing nowadays. Because the guy at the house, you can hold up.
It's the husband.
If she's doing this in front of the bank and the police and the world, because she's on camera, social media, what do you think she's doing to her husband in the privacy of their own home? He's thinking when she pulled the whips and chains out, they about to get freaky. Now, we ain't finna get freaky. She finna torture you. We ain't about to get free. You finna get tortured. He think he finna get some. Now, you ain't finna get none. You ain't finna get none. You finna get tortured.
Oh, God, Blanche. 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 Oh, God This is what you get with black people. And that's what I'm saying. You're saying it's opposite day. You're saying that with white people just stay away from white people. No. White people need to stay away from y'all. It's imperative at this point. Like it's an emergency. Someone please call 911. That's y'all. That should be the theme song of white folks.
Yeah.
That's terrible, ain't it?
Not even embarrassed though, not even ashamed. Like you don't even have no, like I look crazy, no nothing. Just goodness. I tell you, listen, man. It's imperative that you vet the woman. Listen, it is imperative. Most men should probably just walk away on GP. Just walk away. Don't even come. You know, back in the day, they used to do that. Back in the day, man, be like, you know what? I'm getting some cigarettes. So, like, baby, you don't smoke. I'll be back. He would never come back. Just leave. I'm telling y'all, men, we have to get back to where we just, you know what, we just go. Because what happens is you stay married. This is what happens. Your wife is in the back of the police car. You don't know what's going on. And she gonna blame you because she wants you to crash out. She wants you to go fight the police and defend her honor so you can get stretched out so she can be on TV crying, they shot my husband. That's all she wants. So again, listen, fellas, walk away.
It's so true, y'all. I mean, y'all, it's so bad. When I was black, Matt would have to come. I told Blanche, I'm like, I used to chip out all the time. Like, and that's what I'm saying. I know blacks are angry. You're right, Pamela Callahan. When you are black, think about it. Black is the absence of light. Remember, we keep telling y'all, that's why you got to unblack yourself. You're always on guard. You're always angry. Man, let me tell you, let the line not be going fast enough. And I just start going off, cussing, carrying on. Like, I mean, just ghetto, okay? So
Now I'm gonna bring another cashier up here.
Oh, and let them not say the right response. Something in me be rising. And now, as I go through this unblack journey, I realize it ain't gotta be all of that. You can use your word. You know, like they tell the toddlers, use your words. Like you ain't gotta be all of that. Chill, sis. If you don't have to like the fact that you gotta go back to the car to get the code, to get your cell phone, so you ain't gotta like it. You don't have to like everything in life.
Did you hear the lie she told though? She said I gave her other forms of ID, but no, you gave her your bank card. That ain't what she asked. Thank you. She didn't ask you for that. That ain't what she asked you for. She asked you for verification with your phone, not a bank card.
Well, you know, blacks want to make the rules. They want to. That's what nothing applies to them. Rules don't apply to them. Blacks, if they in a rush, they get to ride on they get to ride on the shoulder because the white people, they're not in a rush. The white people that are sitting in line, but the rules don't apply to black people. And it's so sad. And this is what I'm saying. She's 61, y'all.
That's crazy.
And she hasn't realized that. Blanche, part of unblacking, you guys, so we help you. You're asking, part of unblacking is you realize you don't have to like everything people tell you to do. You don't have to agree with it.
Right.
Some things you do, or you can walk away. She could have walked away and said, hey, I'm not willing to do that. She could have called. She could have done a wire on her phone. There's several other options. When you're black, you believe that there's only one option. And when they don't do it, you chimp out and you act out. If there's things that I don't want to do at the bank, or if I want to do at a restaurant, I walk in, the line is not going fast enough for me. You know what I do, Blanche? I leave.
Yeah.
I might write a letter if somebody's rude or something, but I don't have to. It don't take all of that.
I know somebody white. He wrote, I guess, a pair of underwear he had ripped or something. He wrote the president. And you know that dude got lifetime supply draws.
Oh yeah,
He wrote the letter. He said people are shocked to know that a lot of times these CEOs will actually read the letter. Like, to think about it, how many letters do they get?
Nope, not a lot.
They don't get a lot. Like, so it's like you get a letter, you're like, wait, what is it? Like, so he said he did it with 2 companies and they gave him like a lifetime supply of socks, one's socks and one's underwear. But anyway, but hold on, I got 2 videos though. We got to do these 2 videos.
Okay, somebody said y'all celebrating Juneteenth. I will never celebrate Juneteenth, but Blanche is celebrating with his t-shirt and the only thing that's not normal is he got the Bible. The Bible don't go with any of those people on his shirt. It don't go with BET. I don't even on what was the gospel? Oh God, what's the guy name?
Who?
Bobby Jones gospel. No, the Bible don't even go with that. Sorry.
The Bible in the picture though is really just to put my gun and my money on. I don't plan on opening the Bible up. I need something to set my gun and my money on. That's what the Bible's for.
A mess. That's Blanche's Juneteenth celebration.
So we got 2 videos. We got
Say I'm applying for EBT for Juneteenth in person in blackface.
Hold on, what is this? Hold on. What is this video? Let me see this.
They said they couldn't read it. Hold on.
Black women, especially Black women who have Black male children, live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way. Especially Black women who have Black male children live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent a day living that way. Never spent a day living that way. And we're going to have just some real conversations about race in this country, especially Black women who have Black male children live in fear and agony.
And you know this is not a small subset of the Black community.
No, it's not.
The way the Blacks like to say.
Yeah. This is from Imagine No Color. So she put the Jasmine Crockett voiceover of the scene of what the Metcalfs missed out on. And clearly a black mother's fear is other Black people. It ain't even the police. It's other Black people. It's clear.
Facts. I can tell y'all that factually. I do not worry about my son with white people. I worry about some Negro rolling up on him and telling him he talks white. And give me your sneakers.
Right. Right. That's right.
Blanche, this is shameful. Shout out to Imagine No Colors, y'all. Go follow her. But this is shameful. And they convincing white people, this is your problem. They're telling you to do not believe your lying eyes. They're telling you to not believe your lying eyes. You see this every day.
You see it every day. speaking of white people and lying eyes, let's go to this one real quick.
This is they see it every day, and this is what y'all do: make excuses for these people. Somebody says they call it coon teeth.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that a lot.
I don't know if they coons or they just like low IQ. Like,
Can you see that video?
not yet. Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah. I can see it.
Governor Reagan has gone to attend a black caucus here at Miami Beach, and Bill Matney is there with a report for us. Bill?
Communities, but with our American...
Governor Reagan has been at this black caucus for about 3 minutes. He is flanked on his right by Wendell Handy, who is a member of his advisory board for children and youth. And on the governor's left is Bob Keyes, his assistant on human needs. Right now the governor is telling why he decided to come before this black caucus.
Most of you here are representing or are representatives for your states as delegates to this convention. As Republicans, I know you must be kind of lonely because, for the most part, minority communities have been voting pretty overwhelmingly with the opposite party. I felt for a long time that we had a right to ask some questions of those who were voting for the opposite party so consistently. I think we have a right to ask why this should continue when over many years they've had an opportunity and the promises have been glittering and great, but the problems seem to get worse and there's been no solution to them. And it would seem to me that the Republicans have a right to ask that even if we cannot come with some finished model of something to show, we at least can say, shouldn't we be given a chance to try with our philosophy and our answers to these problems?
Sounds like what my president said. What the hell do you guys have to lose?
Now, I believe that Ronald Reagan was well intended.
Of course he was.
He was actually trying. Okay, go ahead. Let me change it back.
Sorry, hold on.
But he was actually trying, because think about it. You're like, why are they voting? Because his mind, he's thinking, why are they voting Democrat and it's getting worse? So his mind, so you got to think about it. It's not making any sense. So he's like, why would they keep voting? So he's coming to see. It got to be something I'm missing. So let me go there and lay eyes on what I'm missing. Let me talk to him. Let me see what's actually going on. And after that, I don't think he ever went back.
Don't do it, white people.
I don't think he went back though. I think after this little meeting, that was it.
This was in 1968. First of all, I thought you guys didn't have no representation. I thought, all the stuff y'all say, right? Y'all got a whole caucus where people are pandering to you. Even President Trump said, what the hell do you have to lose? And you still did it. Why are white people doing this? Y'all don't get, like, stop it. I was telling Blanche offline that somebody came to me and was like, oh, I want to have something for some black leaders in this area. And Blanche, she was so overwhelmed because I was like, no black leaders, no such thing as black leaders. Most black people are retarded. Don't waste your time. They're not going to vote for you anyway. And that's the truth.
It's just the truth.
They're not going to vote the right way at all. And you don't really need them to. Their vote is insignificant. You want black folks to vote for you? You have to give them something free. Then when you give them something free, then they say you racist because you gave them something free. You can't win. Just leave these people alone. They will come to you, hopefully one day when they get some honor and some respect for themselves.
And even with this Ronald Reagan clip, He went to the Lion's Den and respectful, asking questions, and somebody said that in the chat that he extended an olive branch. He did all these things, and when he left, they still called him racist.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm going to tell you all is, Black people are what they call, was it beyond the pale? Like they're beyond. That they have to unblack now, because we're beyond rehabilitation, reconciliation, restoration. We're beyond that now because we're too far down the road. It has to be a literal unblacking. Like, you can't be Black anymore, because there's no way to slowly walk out of this situation. It's just not, because what Black is just, it won't allow you to do it. So this is why we're so radical in this, because that's the only redemption, is to unblack. Anything other than unblacking is going to make you Black, and it's going to be curtains anyway. So yeah, you got to unblack.
Agree. And white people just cut it out. Like, stop it already. Like it's annoying at this point. It really is. There's no such thing as a Black honorable person. See, I mean, you really have to be unblack, and they will come to you. If they have unblacked themselves, all you have to do is say, hey, would you like to pay less taxes? Would you like to make more money? Would you like to have a safe school? Would you like to have safe roads? Would you like to have clean neighborhoods? That's not a hard sell. But it is a hard sell to retarded people. You are not going to get anywhere with these people. So why waste your time? That's the truth. And I know that's harsh. But why are you having to sell to someone that your neighborhoods have been getting worse since you've had this kind of leadership? Why are you having to sell that to them? Not a hard sell. Unless you're retarded.
It's kind of like if you were walking by a pit and there was a person in the pit and they were saying, help me. But they weren't sticking their arm up. They weren't trying to climb out. They just like, help me. So in other words, you got to do all the work.
And you got to come down in the pit.
You got to go down there, fix something up, contraption or whatever, and then haul them. So what I'm saying is that the fact that Black people didn't want to leave the Democratic Party after it got that bad tells you everything. This is beyond being uninformed. This is beyond not knowing. This is about a moral character that is shot, because there's no way you're going to tell me that you're going to just say, we'd rather get tortured over here than go to the racist whites. You're saying torture me over here rather than go over there. Keep in mind, the folks over there ain't even bothering y'all at all. Ronald Reagan had to literally go into the Lions Den to talk to y'all. Otherwise, he wouldn't have spoke to y'all at all. He had to make an extreme gesture. I'm gonna come sit with all y'all Black folks. I'm gonna let y'all surround me, flank to my right side and my left side, and talk to you all about what's going on. And I guarantee we could watch that whole thing. Black folks was whining and complaining about all this and all that. And guess what? Non-fixable problems. Non-fixable. You can't fix somebody who don't want to work. You can't fix somebody who don't want to build. You can't fix somebody who don't want to read. You can't fix that. You can't fix that.
You can't. Thank you. Y'all can't fix it.
Can't fix it. You can't fix that.
You can't fix their minds. Like you said, they want something free. They don't want to work. They hate you because they hate themselves.
Yeah.
They hate you because they hate their children. These people hate their mamas and their daddies. You think like stop it. Cut it out already. Like, stop with these forums. Oh, these Black leaders. Stop it. Stop. Cut it out. Y'all stay over there, build whatever. Let these people come to you with the right criteria. Hey, if you want to come to this neighborhood, this is what it's got to be. If you want to vote, You need to read and write. If you want, I don't believe that literacy test was racist. I don't believe when you're thinking about voting, you guys, that's like me. I have 3 children. I have 3 children, Blanche. If we voted like America, me and my husband would be outvoted, and my children would have the majority vote.
Yeah.
So what literacy tests used to do back in the day, it says you had to own property, you had to have a job before you come out here, and just because you outnumber us, you're not going to make decisions because you don't have the knowledge, the experience, and you don't have the skin in the game that we have. And white people just let these people run their daggone country. And y'all so stupid that not only did they start running y'all country, they started cheating. And then they started stealing. And then when y'all got mad about it in 2020, they put you in jail. It should be infuriating for any white person at this point in the game. And y'all just keep taking it right up the rear. Like, more diversity, please.
Diversity. Oh my goodness.
Andrew Tate said a diversity dildo right up the rear. More diversity. No, we need sameness. We need oneness. That's what builds, and that's what survives, and that's what succeeds.
You're right. I mean, you're right. Somebody said your grandparents ought to be ashamed of y'all.
Yes.
My grandparents, first of all, my grandparents didn't talk to all that black stuff. I don't know what.
She talking about us? I was.
Yeah.
I thought. See, I'm so unblack. I thought you was saying the black grandparents should be ashamed of black people. Oh, you saying me?
Well, I guess us.
I'm ashamed of my grandparents. I wish my grandparents.
My grandparents do that. My grandparents didn't talk all that. Listen, my grandparents sound like they were racist. Listen, if you didn't work, you was on welfare, they thought you was scum of the earth. They call people on welfare recipients. They listen, if you didn't have a job, you was a degenerate. Listen, they didn't miss no words. If you were not a productive member of society, you was trash. I'm sorry.
The Scrapping Beauty, you said in PA, high taxes and low expectations. Yeah, I mean, like it's crazy.
Well, that's a crazy quote. High taxes and low expectations. Boy, that's crazy.
That's Maryland. That is how Maryland is. It's crazy. I mean, they're all down
that's
the East Coast.
It's here too. I got one more video.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna be a good one.
Said your grandparents, or was she talking about the whites? I think she was talking about the whites. Your grandparents should be ashamed.
Maybe the whites. Okay, maybe the whites. Okay. Oh, I got some more. We ain't got no time. I'll play this one. We ain't got no time.
Yeah.
There's this narrative that white benevolence is what led to the freeing of the slaves, and white benevolence is what led to.
If white people did not want to free the slaves would never have been freed.
Why were we enslaved in the first place?
Because black people from Africa enslaved Africans and sold them in markets.
All right, there it is, folks.
What percentage of the transatlantic slave trade ended up in America?
There it is.
Yeah, I get it.
There it is.
What?
I got it.
I get it.
What?
Yeah, I get it.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we done?
More of that, please. More. Fill it up. I'm sorry. One of my podcasts, y'all, I love Nick Fuentes. He says, more of that, please. Fill it up. More of that. More of that.
Yeah, so I think that was a great video to end on.
Where was the lie, Blanche?
Wasn't no lie. He said, if white people didn't want y'all to be free, you wouldn't be free. It was nothing that you all did that made white people free you all. It was nothing that you all did. And honestly, the fact that y'all wasn't really trying to get free lets me know it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Y'all was getting taken care of. Kind of like what y'all getting taken care of now.
Yeah, you still got your hand out. They was think about it. Slaves was getting drunk on Sunday. The white man let y'all drink on Sunday and have a good time. Come on, man. We gotta stop this. We gotta stop.
Cut it out, y'all. He said, Blanche, I can find you a video of the slavery on the west coast of Africa. Of course. Of course.
Please do. Because they claim that slavery in Africa was nice, it was pleasant, it was wonderful. And slavery in America, it was bad. And I always asked them, say I was a slave in Africa, RPG, and I didn't want to be a slave, right? Since it was so different, right? Since American slavery is different than African slavery, say I'm in Africa and I tell them I don't want to be a slave no more. So so I decide that I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to be a slave. This is nicer slavery. I want to leave. What would happen to me?
You be killed. Because they probably ain't even paid for you. White folks didn't want to kill y'all because they had paid for y'all.
Thank you.
In Africa, they probably ain't even paid for you.
It's me. Listen, it's me and where you came from. It's millions or more. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing. We can cut you up and get somebody else. Zero tolerance. My point is zero tolerance. Matter of fact, at the slave castle, if the slaves cut up, they would put you in a room. I'm not lying to you, with one hole in at the door, and just let you starve to death. Listen, if you cut up, they put you in a room and just left you alone till you died.
Do you know what starvation is?
Your body, no water, no food, your organs start. You know how painful that is? They would put you in there, but guess what though? All of the children that were biracial, right? If you were a biracial child, you got to stay with the white children.
And you want us to believe they were racist.
If you were biracial, because it was like a big, they call it like the red house. It was a big red mansion. You got to go stay with the white kids over there. Yep.
But they don't like black people. They don't like one drop of blood. Remember, Blanche? That's what the story they told us.
Said one drop of blood. That's what they said. But
all throughout history, you have a certain group of people, benevolent, building, and a certain group of people not. And they made y'all believe that the certain people that all throughout history haven't been doing it all of a sudden are now the good people. What does the Bible say? There's going to be a day when you call good evil and evil good. And that's why I say it's opposite day with y'all. And it's so unfortunate because the minute that you guys decide, and I'm hoping I want this for y'all. Blanche, would you say that we want this for y'all? Unblack yourself. I really want that for y'all. It's freedom. And like Blanche says, to be black is to be controlled.
Unblack yourself. You all keep wanting to tiptoe around it, and you want to say, well, it's a difference between black people and niggas and all. Listen to me. All of it is inevitably the same thing. It's the same thing. You're trying to categorize it, but you're always going to hit that ceiling. You're always going to hit it because it's black. So there's certain things you can't process, certain things you're not going to be able to understand, certain things you can't see, certain things you like is because you're black. And I don't care if you think you're intelligent and as long as you're proclaiming to be black, you're going to suffer the same fate as someone that's just black and don't know anything. I'm telling you, you're gonna suffer the same fate because you have to identify and associate with them. So what black folks do, and we mentioned this earlier, or I think you did, is the lowest common denominator is what identifies black people. So black folks see themselves in the worst of people. So if it's the criminals, if it's the people that are gang members or can't read or the degenerates, that's who black folks see as them. So you'll never have good representation, ever. They'll never pick Ben Carson over George Floyd, ever. So that's what being black is. They'll celebrate Obama, but they'll condemn Trump. That's what being black is. You can't never think about that. The absence of light, that means anything good, you're going to reject it. And the Bible says that all good things come from God. So that means even if God has something good for black people, y'all will reject it anyway. You mentioned it earlier because y'all reject knowledge.
And think about light in the Bible. Light is knowledge.
Yes.
Like knowledge, like awakening and light. And so when you say that you're black, you're saying the absence of light, the absence of knowledge into how the world works, how relationships work, how benevolence works, how friendship works, how caring for something works. Like you said, Barack Hussein Obama, people say, I know black folks that say, that nigga ain't never do nothing for us. That nigga ain't do nothing. You think they'll say that to the person who got his picture up on the wall? Because it's a social contract that you assign yourself to when you say that you're black. And I hate that for y'all. I hate that for y'all. Unblack yourself.
Unblack. Unblack yourself.
So what you got, Blanche? What's your final words?
Just what you just said. Unblack yourself because you just said that the absence of light is really the absence of knowledge, absence of understanding, absence of wisdom, and then honestly, just an absence of character. Because to me, if you don't know something, you should want to know. And honestly, for y'all to be complaining for 400 plus years, it is what. Listen, why would you want to be black? I wouldn't want to be something that I've been struggling in for 400 years. I just wouldn't want to be it. I don't. Give me something else. Go to God. God, let me start over. Something. Go to the Indians. Let me get reincarnated. Do something. But for y'all to want to be a part of this mess for this long, hundreds of years, no.
And God is asking black people. God is asking black people. God is asking white people. God is asking people, just as He did the man at the pool of Bethesda that lied there. Do you want to be made whole? Like, do you want to move on? Do you want to be an American? Do you want to be a part of this great country? Do you want to be not seen as a threat? Do you want to continue to be violent? Do you want to be made whole? If you do, then rise, take up your bed, and walk. Unblack yourself.
Hold on, one more thing. The boxer said he had something funny. He said,
What did he say?
He said, where did he just? I just saw he said something.
Hold on, I'm gonna look.
Oh, Trump is the biggest scum. He was besties with Epstein.
Y'all don't care about Epstein.
But you know what's funny though? It's an Epstein list, right? Imagine going through a list and picking out one person. Listen, you skipping over all your favorite. You skipping over all your favorites. Skip it. Nah. Trump is the one that turned him in. You know that, right? Trump is the one who told the police on him. Trump did.
Oh, no, I know that. But here's this is why I say y'all are dishonest. Y'all don't care about the Epstein
They don't
list.
care about
Y'all
the
don't
Epstein
care about
file.
the
Y'all
Epstein
can't even
file.
read.
Do you know the victims said that they're getting ready to give their own list? Because the victims know who raped them.
Yeah.
The victims know. This is public information. This is not classified. There's no list, y'all. This is a hoax. And I know y'all gonna get pissed off with me when I say this, but they released a couple of documents. It wasn't good enough for y'all. They released a little bit more, and it wasn't good enough. They released 300,000 documents, and y'all don't care. Y'all just want drama. Y'all don't care. Y'all didn't care about Aaliyah with R. Kelly. Y'all did not care about Celine Dion with her husband Renee. Y'all did not care about Foxy and Jay-Z. Y'all did not care about Little Kim and Biggie. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't. Y'all didn't find
y'all
anything.
Never care. They've never cared though.
Never care. Y'all didn't find anything in 300,000 files, and y'all think that y'all are gonna read the other three. Like there's just something missing in the other three. Blanche, come on. Come on, y'all.
When I watched the Epstein documentary years ago on Netflix, I never thought it was some kind of big deal. I never thought it was a big deal.
I never cared about it. Never cared about it.
But but the thing is this, right? This, I know y'all are full of BS. If there was a list and there was an actual list with everybody on it, y'all would not want it to be released. Because if there was a list, all of your favorites gonna be on there. Listen, it's only one Trump. All the rest of the folks gonna be y'all folks. So even if it is true, y'all wouldn't want to release anyway, because all your folks gonna be on there. So that's how I know y'all full of BS. Y'all just want a talking point to try to be smudging Trump's name. And then y'all been doing this for 10 years. Y'all been doing this for 10 years. And it's all lies. It's just lies. Nobody cares about the Epstein files. Nobody cared about Epstein. You only care because people brought his name up. Black folks don't care about this stuff. Y'all don't. Y'all don't care about it.
They didn't ask for it the 4 years that Joe Biden was in office.
Because they didn't care.
Didn't care. Y'all don't care.
It was a documentary. I'm the one that covered documentary. Y'all didn't even cover that. Y'all didn't even cover documentary. You know why? Because you didn't care. It wasn't that exciting. Now listen, Bill Gates said he knew about Epstein, was still hanging with him. Y'all ain't threw him on the cross.
Nope.
Bill Gates' wife, Melinda, said, I divorced him because he had a relationship with Epstein. Y'all didn't throw him on the cross. So y'all gonna skip past Bill Gates to go to Trump? We're not gonna do that.
And that means Melinda knew about the Epstein file. Let me tell you something. Let me squash this for y'all real quick. Epstein was a man who had money, who liked to get attention and back rubs and hand jobs and have sex with beautiful women, sometimes on the little younger side. That's what President Trump said. What other reason is there to be rich and famous and have money but to get the girl that you want? I know that doesn't sound nice. And I know they said that the youngest victim was 13. So I know y'all keep calling him a pedophile, but he's not a pedophile. He liked young. I think there's another term for men who like teenage women. These women were not raped. These young girls were not raped. These young girls were statutorily, meaning the statutes say it was rape. I said statute. The statutes say it was rape. However, these girls are on camera saying, they asked me, did I want to make $200 to give old men massages? I didn't get $200 for all the hand jobs that I gave. I didn't get $200. These girls got millions and millions of dollars in damages Walk it off, sis. Walk it off. Walk it off. I'm sorry you did that. Now you regret it because you feel like a hoe. It does make you feel like a hoe. You do feel bad about it. Walk it off. Epstein's dead. He was crucified. Y'all, but it's just the truth. Y'all don't care about young men. I mean, y'all don't care about young women giving their bodies to older men. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Start with Aaliyah.
I'm gonna give you the legal marriage age in some of these states with the parents' consent. To put this in context for you all, how some states view what is considered a child versus young adult, teenager. California, with the parents' consent, has no minimum age. Most states are 16 years old. Missouri is 15. Mississippi is 15 for a female, 17 for a male. New Hampshire, 14 for a male, 13 for a female. Ohio, 18 for a male, 16 for a female. Texas, 14. So these states are, with the parents' consent, are saying that we believe that what we are calling children can get married. That's at ages 14 years old. So I'm just saying, in context, we have a moral argument, we have a legal argument. Morally, you shouldn't want to marry a 14-year-old, in my opinion. But legally, in some states, you can. That's what it is. So based on how the law says it and what the law is saying, this is what it is. Now, there's a difference between someone being a victim, right, and then someone having something wrong done to them. So it's wrong for a man to engage in sexual activity with a minor, let's say 13 or 14. But if the minor is doing it to make money, they're not a victim. So and it's okay to say that because victims don't have a choice. What makes you a victim is the removal of your choice. So that's how a person gets victimized. So the girl on the train in North Carolina, for example, she's a victim because she didn't ask to get stabbed. Her life was taken. That's a victim. But a girl that's already fast at 14 years old saying she want to make some money by messing with an older guy, it's not really a victim. Or like girls in high school would mess with guys that were grown. You know, she's 14, 15, 16, and the guy's in his 20s. Now listen, the guy is wrong. It's horrible. It's illegal, but she ain't really a victim because she got a choice. And on top of that, she knows it's wrong too. So these young girls know it's wrong too. So I'm just saying that I believe in doing things in context. Not saying this stuff is right, but we kind of be throwing around this victim thing like it's just one-sided, and it's not. Because these young girls, if it wasn't with Epstein, it would have been with somebody else. It would have been with a pimp. It would have been with somebody else. Because if you run this environment, you know that these girls are already out doing this stuff. They're already out doing it. It's not just they're just in the playground when they get snatched up. No, they're already out here, probably a bad home life, probably daddy issues, whatever. Probably was molested. Whatever the issue is, they're already out there engaging. That's what makes them more appealing to even being in life anyway. So yeah, I just want to speak in context.
Yeah, well, and to provide some more context, the lowest age of consent globally is got to be a white nation, Blanche. It's got to be a white nation that has the lowest age of consent. Do you believe that?
The non-white nations probably ain't got no ages.
The lowest age of consent is 11 years old in Nigeria.
Sound about right.
The next 12 years old in the Philippines, Angola, Philippines, 13 years old in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Comoros. So can we just stop with the Epstein stuff? Can we just stop? These girls got paid millions of dollars, y'all, in damages for what was done wrong to them. Like Blanche said, what was done wrong to them. However, can we just stop acting like they were victims? I mean, I'm telling y'all, me and my girlfriends, we all had 20-year-old boyfriends.
Somebody said Iran age limit was 9. Somebody said Iraq was 9 years old. Somebody said Iran was 9. So again, people, all we're saying is that we are blessed to live in a country that has morality. We are blessed to live in a country that actually cares about children. We are blessed to live in a country that, for the most part, is still ran mostly by white people. So that's a blessing for us, because outside of this, the consensual age is 9, or maybe younger. I seen one dude marry a girl. She was 6 years old. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know if it was consent. I just
okay,
know.
Her parents were involved, and he was consensual between the adults, not the child, but the adults. They got together and said, "We gonna give it to you for this." So maybe not the child, I agree, but the adults agreed.
Agree. I mean, they have all the working parts, you guys. Can we just stop acting like women or young girls or don't have the working parts and all the feelings that come with that? We need to be honest. Blame the parents. My daughter goes with me. I'm sorry if you have a young man at your house. She can't go over there. I mean, Blanche, she just can't. I mean.
Now, let me ask you a question. You know about R. Kelly, right? Would you take your daughter to the front row of the R. Kelly concert?
No. She can't. She wouldn't even be able to talk to him. Not even. And matter of fact, I'd make my daughter say, "Hey, Mr. Kelly. hey, Mr. Blanche." Yeah, it's nothing like a turn off. That's a real turn off. Have your daughters calling these men Mr.
Keep it very formal. Very
formal. Every man my daughter is interacting with is a sir and a Mr.
Yeah.
And she goes with me everywhere I go. Y'all keep your daughters with y'all and stop playing. Stop playing. It's a very natural thing for guys to be attracted to young girls. I think it was Tommy Sotomayor was like, he did this whole stepdaddy thing, and he was talking about you are a whole, if a guy is attracted to you, your daughter is a newer model than you. So quit playing and acting like just because she's 13, she got boobs and everything else that he's supposed to say, "Oh no." That's just not the way the world works. Keep your daughters and your sons with you. Stop letting them go over Uncle Ray Ray's house. Stop. Grandma is not watching your daughter. She's not. Grandma is asleep and watching the stories, okay? You know who is watching your daughter? Uncle John.
Yeah.
Y'all stop acting stupid. Y'all know it happened to you.
We're not justifying it. She just said, keep your children with you, because you know what's out there. Y'all know, what she's saying is, y'all know what's out there. You know who's who. Keep your children with you. Period.
Thank you. Stop.
In the R. Kelly situation, those parents were bringing their children to R. Kelly. What are we talking about? R. Kelly wasn't going and snatching up girls. They were being brought to him. What are we talking about? Is it right No. But am I just gonna
Is
blame
it
R. Kelly?
natural?
It's probably
Yes.
natural in a sick way, but you know.
It's not. No, Blanche, and I'm not even saying this to be like funny. It is very natural for a guy, no matter the age, to see boobs and breast and be attracted to that.
Well, it's just I mean, as a biological, I mean, just as I mean, it's an attraction piece on a person. That's what,
It takes morality to say, no matter how attracted or no matter how good that looks, I'm not interested. But y'all don't have no character. Y'all don't have no morality. Y'all just don't.
So y'all do realize, and again, this is why these conversations are needed. We're speaking in context. Oprah said one time, she said, and I know this too, that the victims of oftentimes enjoy it. And a lot of victims of molestation stuff, they wrestle with enjoying it because your body is designed in certain areas to feel pleasure. Now, the person may not enjoy being taken advantage of, but the sensations of the biological functions in their bodies cause them pleasure. So they're tormented by the fact that something that was bad felt good. We have to understand
for that.
Huh?
They cooked her for that.
They did, but I understand what she was saying because in context, she's talking about a biological function versus what you might be uncomfortable with. So even there's mention of even women that have been raped said they climaxed during being sexually assaulted because the body is designed to feel a certain way. Now, not saying that it's right, not condoning it. What RPG is saying is that if a man walks in there and a girl, let's say a girl is 13, and we said this before when we was younger, like she built like a grown woman.
Mm-hmm.
That built like a grown woman, your mind is like she has the same thing as a grown woman, which is a whatever shape or whatever. Your mind is saying this is biologically, you're saying, okay, that's a woman. Your morality says it's still a child. So you move on. Some of these men don't have no character. Some of these men are in their 20s and 30s, but their mentality is that of a dude that's 13 or 14 or 15. Again, not justifying it, but we're just saying that when this stuff happens, this is why it's happening. So a person that is what they call attracted to a younger person, if it is a sickness, think about this now, just argument's sake, and again, I don't agree with none of this. If it is a sickness, then how can you penalize them? If you're saying that what I have is a condition, meaning that when I look at a child, I'm attracted to them, I need to be helped. What are you going to do to help them? You going to lock them up? You going to put them on medication? You going to do shock therapy? What are you going to do? Because guess what? This is their argument. Their argument is we can't help it. That's their argument. So what I'm saying is for you all, if you want to be able to combat this stuff, you're going to have to articulate the argument, because just saying, oh, that's gross, it ain't going to work. I'm telling you now, these people are already planning on passing this stuff in legislation. I'm just telling you what they plan on doing. So y'all better have some arguments to go against this stuff, some well thought out and articulated arguments, because these people want to push it to where this stuff is going to be fair game in about 20 years. I'm just telling y'all.
Minor attracted persons.
All of that, all of that stuff. I'm just telling y'all. So you better have some arguments, not just it's gross, it shouldn't happen, all that stuff. I'm telling y'all, you better have some good, compelling argument, because Anthony Weiner in California already got it passed that if a person that's LGBTQ messes with somebody and it's a 10-year difference, ain't no sex crime. So meaning if the person is 24 and the child is 14, it's California, ain't nothing there. If the person is 25 and the child is 15, ain't nothing there. As long as it's 10 years, starting with age 14, they got that actually passed in California. You know why they got it passed? because y'all was saying stuff like, man, they raping kids, it's gross. Y'all didn't have no kind of argument to really talk about the psychological damage, to talk about how you taking away some child, like none of that stuff, y'all. So again, I'm just telling y'all, have some compelling arguments, be able to articulate yourself, because these folks are getting this stuff passed. And I know it's bad, I know it's sad, all that stuff, but this is what's going on. I'm just telling y'all.
Yeah. Someone said you have to teach inhibitions, and that's what this country lacks. I mean, like, there are no inhibitions, unfortunately, and they are getting it passed because y'all are too busy working on George Floyd and the Voting Rights Act, that y'all kids are out here getting raped, okay? Because y'all don't want to watch them. Y'all don't want to watch them. You don't want to teach them nothing. Y'all hate children. You're not interested in children. Grandma's watching them, and grandma's watching the stories. And it's sad. And this is what's happening in the Black community. I know we used to be Black, Blanche.
Oh, listen.
All of my friends, we all done been touched. We all been touched.
I don't know any. I don't think I know very many Black girls that have not been touched. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know very many, because every time I ask one, they say yeah. So I don't know very many. I'm sorry, I don't know very many.
So
and it's sad. It's sad, but the culture says don't say nothing.
Yep. And y'all saying that the sexual is being awakened in them long before. I think it was Gabrielle Union that said she was trying to sleep with her toys. Like, she would masturbate with her toys, like with her teddy bears. This is what goes on in Black culture, and they can't read and write.
Pastor Manning said they're good at sex and sports, but after that,
it's the truth.
They don't understand the world.
Yeah, but then you want people to go to jail for y'all. This is just we're focused on the wrong thing. Like, sitting up there like no kings, like y'all protesting President Trump and them not talking about racism and banning books. These are the things that y'all focus on.
LARPing for cash, it's not that in white culture at all. Listen, I've talked to plenty of white girls, and most of them ain't been molested. I'm just be honest with you. I talked to them, unless they have,
but it's not. Yeah, you're right.
But most of them I talk to, so I ain't saying it don't happen. I'm just saying, if I get 10 Black girls, 9 done been touched. If I got 10 Black girls, I say, 9 of them been touched? 9. At least.
Topher said, "Don't clip none of these, Blanche." I mean, we can clip them. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, like, what we are saying is true, and only Black people get mad when the truth is sitting right in front of them. Y'all don't care about Epstein, just like y'all did not care about Aaliyah. You didn't care about Foxy, who in her song at the age of 14 introduced the coops, learning how to seduce niggas, taking they loot quick. She said it. Y'all didn't care. Like, stop playing. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care about 14-year-olds with grown men.
E40 said in the song, he had a couple of songs. One song he said 9, 10, 11 and up. If you bleed, you get. That's in a song. So, and I'm gonna say this. This is what I mean by selective outrage. If you are going to be outraged at something, and it's going on in your own home, you must be outraged in your home first before you leave out to be outraged. And the problem with Black people is Black folks are outraged at everything except what's in their house. I'm telling you now that these people don't want ages. They don't want no ages standing in the way. That's what these people want. So I'm telling you all, Black people, the same folks y'all run behind, the LGBTQs, the liberals, all them, this is what they want. I'm just telling y'all. So who y'all voting for and supporting, they want ageless societies, because there's ageism is a thing now. So I'm just telling y'all, you better have some compelling arguments as to why your 5-year-old shouldn't be with a grown man. Because I'm telling you now, the party that y'all support in a few years' time is going to be with it. So it ain't personal for me. I'm just telling y'all, this is how the world is working now. Because y'all, a long time ago, gave up on God's word. This is what you get. So y'all rejected God. This is what you get. When you want to be godless, this is what you get. Your children are always going to be in harm's way because the sins of the father fall on the children's children, the third and fourth generations. This is what you get.
Some barping for cash said, and let me tell you about diversity in Islam. In the Quran, it says they are allowed to take a wife who doesn't bleed and only wait a month. Then they can have. That's what y'all get, diversity. Poor babies, they deserve better. I agree. But keep your children with you.
Tia on Instagram said, unfortunately, the same story in the Hispanic community and culture. See, I don't even know. She said same with the Hispanic culture. So again, people, we talk about caring for these children, but it's cap. I done worked in education for 12 years. Nobody cared about them kids. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because what I was doing, they thought I was crazy for doing it. It's like, no, they didn't care. I'm doing normal stuff. They were like, you tripping. They don't care about them kids.
Calling the parents, Blanche? You was calling the parents.
Listen,
you was brave with teachers.
I was riding through the neighborhood. It was girls in the 6th grade on the blade selling their body. I'm running them off the track. I'm calling their parents. Your mom, your kids out here hoeing. Black, you can't say that. You crazy. What? So again, they don't care about these children.
They don't.
It's fake. It ain't. It's propaganda. I done seen it firsthand.
They just don't like President Trump. Y'all literally, because nobody asked for him under Biden. Nobody asked for these Epstein files under Biden but MAGA conservatives. And MAGA conservatives, y'all need to cut it out. Shut up. 300,000 files have been released and y'all don't care. Y'all just want drama. Y'all ain't did nothing about it.
Okay. Let's say the Epstein files say everything we think they say. Right? Let's say you got all what they call the tea. It got the tea, got the lemonade, it got the purple, you got it all. Got all the drinks. Got the Patron margaritas, got the Hennessy and Cokes, got everything. What are y'all gonna do about it?
Nothing.
What are y'all gonna do? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all making a fuss to end up not making a fuss. Y'all want to be able to see the list and go make a video about it. See the list and go do a podcast. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about the list. Nothing.
Y'all know Bill Clinton was on the list. Y'all know Monica Lewinsky was a young girl when he was. Y'all don't care. Y'all laughed about it. Monica Lewinsky is crying. Her name is in all kinds of jokes. Y'all don't care. Bill Clinton is over at you saw he was at Michelle Obama's event the other day. He walking around like nothing ever happened because y'all don't care about pedophiles. Y'all don't. It's cap. The jig is up.
Y'all don't care about Harvey Weinstein.
No.
Y'all don't care about Bill Cosby. Y'all don't care about none of this stuff, man. Y'all don't care. Yeah, we don't care about R. Kelly.
You don't care about Diddy. You don't care.
Oh, look, listen. I listen, LARPing for Cash. I'm gonna check that out. That the White House UFC fight when they had the jets flying, all that stuff. Man, listen.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I really want to. I love that though.
Yeah. So somebody said we literally vacuuming fetus up out of the coochie and medicating kids into submission. And excuse me. Y'all are literally. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Y'all are literally killing your babies. Like stop playing. Y'all don't care.
You don't care. You don't care. Like why we? And so when we talk, y'all care. All of a sudden now everybody cares because we talking, but normally y'all don't. But then when we say something because it sounds so crazy because it's true, y'all say y'all now y'all care.
Black people hate truth. Y'all hate truth, and that's why y'all always gonna be behind. Y'all always gonna be behind because they shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
And even with Bill Cosby did what was allowed. Then women came to him. He handed them the pill. They popped it, woke up. The money was on the dresser. They took it, went about their business. You want me to get mad at Bill Cosby because he's not a moral person? You want me to get mad at Bill Cosby because he's taking advantage of? But why? Why would I get mad? That's what Hollywood is. Y'all know this. They thought it was going to be in something big, a TV show or movie. He said, I got you. It probably wasn't that good. He said, you know what, now on second thought, I ain't going to do it. Next. But he paid you, though. You got paid.
Oh,
so you can't.
He thought they were talented. Oh, yeah, he thought you was talented. All right, sis. Okay, sis.
Yeah.
Walk it off. Go talk to your priest. Go pray about it.
Y'all won't be mad at Harvey Weinstein. You won't be mad at Harvey Weinstein because somebody says, I want to sleep my way to the top.
Charlie Sheen. He had the monster.
Charlie Sheen walked around with AIDS.
I wasn't going to say it. I said the monster.
With that package.
Y'all don't care. And women don't care. They don't. And these young girls are budding women and they do what they see. And if y'all are not keeping your eyes on these young girls, this is the results of it. And so don't apologize. Don't ask a man to look at your 16-year-old like she's not a sexual being. That's too risky for me to put my faith in that man not looking at her that way. I got her. I've been entrusted to protect her. And I'll do my best to do that with my entire life. Start caring about your kids.
And listen, I've been in environments where the adults were messing with the students. Now, the students was already about that life. So it ain't, is it right? No, it ain't right. But most men, if she's 16, most men gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but most men globally, most men are gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
And women and most young girls are attracted to
older guys.
more experienced guy, the guy with the money, the guy with the charisma who's learned some things about life. I mean, that's just human nature. And a lot of times guys are not really attracted to the girl unless she's given interest anyway. So what attracts the guy to them is the interest that the young girl is probably given. It's probably not her first rodeo. Maybe she's like Gabrielle Union, masturbating with her dolls at 5 years old. She said, I masturbated with my stuffed animals. That's what she said. And y'all don't get mad at her. Y'all don't get mad at her. Y'all mad at us.
Tish said in Florida, it's the guy with the boat. That's funny.
Hey, just saying. I'm just, look.
All we saying is that the world is immoral, so you need to protect your children. So that's it, and that's all. You can't expect somebody to protect your children. You got to do it. So keep your children out of harm's way. That's so if your child is leaving out the house, you should know where your child is going. You should have a curfew set for your child to come back. Again, put up safeguards for your children, because there are people out here that don't care about your children.
And encourage them to make good decisions. Always know where they are at all times. And even doing that, things will happen to your children. Your children will make decisions, and you have to live with that, right? You try your best. You do the best that you can as a parent. But us kind of just sitting around acting like we don't understand. This is just very human. Very human. And so the Epstein files, he is dead. The files, 300,000 of them have been released. The women have been paid. So they're women now. They're like 40. So it's like 20 years ago, say that they gave him a hand job or something. They have been paid. Ask yourself, were you paid for all the things you went through and you were made to get over it, or cry in your car or pray? And mind you, I ain't no hater, right? Like this is life. I'm just saying, put it into context what y'all are focused on.
Right.
Like they are out here literally trying to take your children's inheritance, and they want you to focus on some 40-year-olds that feel guilty for a hand job that they gave. That's what they want you to focus on. Like, stop it. So I say that the victims have all been paid. They even said that they've been paid in counseling. So they get free counseling. They got money and counseling. Like, what do y'all want? What do y'all want with Epstein? Like, what do you want? What do you want? You want to find out that Bill Clinton likes young girls? You want to find out that what do you want to find out? You want to find out that Jay-Z and Beyonce maybe had a threesome with one? What do you want to find out? What do you want to find out? Because I can tell you it's true.
And LARPing for Cash said something. He said, listen, I've always liked older women, myself personally. So I've never liked younger girls. I'm just saying that on a global scale, even in this country, most men will mess with a girl that's 16. They will. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying they will do it. I'm saying that you cannot place your morality on another human being. So as a parent, it is your job to safeguard your children, because out here in this is the world. Everything is going on out here. Protect your children. So that means if your child has enough freedom to go turn tricks with Epstein, that's poor parenting. When I used to leave the house, my mom would be like, where you going? What time you going to be back? Who you going with? It was 1,000 questions to leave the house. It was 1,000 questions. And I better answer them right or I couldn't go. But that was my mom. So I'm just telling you all, a lot of you all's children have too much freedom.
Yeah.
And they out here in this world, forget Epstein. We ain't got to get to that level. It's your local people in the community doing, like, we ain't got to get deep. It's folks in the family. It's folks around in the block. It's people around everywhere. So I'm telling y'all, safeguard your children. Safeguard your children. Teach them right from wrong. Instill some conviction in them, morality. Know where they are. All these things are imperative. My mom could trust me to come home from school at a young age by myself, get in the house, thaw the chicken out, put them in the oven. Like, my mom could trust me with basic things because I was raised correctly. Not saying it's going to prevent everything, but a lot of you all, your children fall in diverse situations because of poor parenting. Yeah. Your child is turning tricks. That's poor parenting. I don't care what you say. Your child's in the game. It's poor parenting. Your child is failing school. It's poor parenting. Your child watching stuff on social media they shouldn't be watching. It's still poor parenting. Your child's responsibility. So again, people, a lot of this stuff can be avoided by proper parenting. R. Kelly cannot exist without poor parenting. Epstein can't exist without poor parenting. A pimp can't even pimp without some hoes. So again, people, this stuff is preventable. But the problem is that to prevent this stuff, you got to actually be parents. You got to put in some hard work. You got to get some tough love. You got to not be liked by your children. You got to be the mean parent. You got to be the bad guy. You got to watch your kid's face frowned up. I'm just saying. So
you telling the truth. You preaching. And it's true. You got to look through their things. There's no way that your kid coming in with $200 and you don't know. Like what? Like how'd you get that candy? Where'd you get the candy from? Where'd you get this there? Where'd you get it? Checking it. We were just reading my daughter's notes and I'm passing it back to the friends of my daughter. Like I'm sending a picture of it to. Like no, you got to be in there. And like you said, you got to deal with them not liking you. And I don't care. I don't want little people as friends. No, thank you. I have my big friends and we go eat and drink cocktails together. Okay. That's what I want. I don't need no 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old friend.
All right. Tish said, I knew every move until college. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Your child is your investment, so you should know. So when these children come up dead and missing all this stuff, it's poor parenting. Listen, my mother knew where I was, and there wasn't no cell phones, and she still knew. And if she didn't know, she knew the vicinity. She know he's somewhere around this. She knew the vicinity. It was never gonna be. We found your son in Oakland. No. So we're not justifying anything. We're just being realistic.
Yeah.
This stuff cannot exist without parents dropping the ball. And so as a person that worked in education for years, I can tell you right now that most of the children that end up in the worst predicaments, you go look at their parents, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I'm sorry. It just don't.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Anyway, you guys, that was our second lecture of the day. If you have not already, you guys, please go like, share, subscribe to our channel, Unblack Official. You guys, get rid of this thinking. Free your mind, clear your mind. To be Black is to be controlled.
Until next time, what about the outro we did? What happened to the outro?
No, that's for the clips.
It's for the clips?
Yeah. Like if you like this video.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. All right, y'all. Good night, y'all. We love y'all. Good night.
All right. Good night. We love you. Bye.
We step into the dark into the light.
All right, IG. What's up, Chad? I see you in there, Chad. What's up?
I'm not black, I'm free.
I'm black.
Yeah, the internet's another one.
I'm black. I'm black. Walking
the internet's a big one. Most kids staying in the house now. The internet is huge.